We're living up in the Highlands. We are a little bit framey because we've got living settlements running. I have not stopped living settlements at all, and I haven't had any issues. And I suspect it's because I started the playthrough after the kind of initial update. This is Spinus following me. I was like, who the hell is that? You'll see all these workers in their uniforms now, which I think looks really cool. Leon is just drunk. Don't mind him. These guys are in Turanian cook clothing. It was given to me by Funcom. As if you see anything from the bazaar, assume it was given to me by Funcom, full disclosure. All thoughts of my own as always. Like this orangey top. And then these shoes are Turanian bandit or something like that. They sort of went with their trousers a little bit. The alchemists have got the Acer Smith stuff, but they do have hairnets on because they're alchemists. I thought that was kind of like, that made sense. That one's got like a nice animation. This one doesn't really do anything. He's just like staring at the bowls. So there you go. And then I've put our driver, not Taskmaster. Yes, Taskmaster is the word I'm looking for. He is in the Khitan slaver stuff because I think the Hyperborean slaver armor looks cool on women, not so much on the dudes, for my own personal taste. But you do you, boo-boo. And today, what I'd like to do is I'd like to continue the companion quests, and I'd like to do the Warmaker dungeon. Because the Warmaker dungeon, when you complete that, you learn the Master Weapon Fitting, which is my preferred upgrade for my weapons. I do have the Blade of the Adventurer here, which is an agility two-handed sword. I love that. I haven't got a mod on it or anything yet because I started using it before we got to this level. And I have picked up my favourite, one of my two favourites, Baltier's Razor, which is here. I also got Vector Corbin, I think, didn't I? So I'd like to take Spinus the Marauder, maybe to the Unnamed City first, just to kind of level him up a little bit. Then take him to the Warmaker so we could get the recipe for the Master Weapon Fitting, which boosts both damage and armor pen. And then I'd like to do like companion quests. My character is currently wearing the full Stygian soldier armor, and I've just transmogged it with the Fenrir stuff. It's just dyed white because we're fancy. So question, we have living settlements switched off on our community server. On official servers, if you're on a server with living settlements, are you having any issues at the moment? Please let me know, because I'd like to kind of take some feedback before we decide to switch it back on the server. Spinus the Marauder's got Quake. I haven't used him at all yet. If you would like to know about the best fighters that you can find wandering around the Exiled Lands, I do have a guide. If you want to know which mods I use and what I recommend and, details about those. And I have one ready for base locations if you want to think about places to build. All right, so let's get out and go to the Unnamed City. Doombringer, our trusty steed, can you call it steed if it's a camel, has got all our tools and stuff. I've added advanced blunted weapon fitting. There's the Vector Corbin to the coup de grace that we got from the Midnight Grove dungeon and onto Seth's dungeon. Let me put this Vector Corbin away. We've got Baltier's Razor. These are my two favourite legendary weapons. We're going to go get ourselves the recipe for Master Weapon Fitting so we can buff them to heck. Let's go, people. There's Liu. Liu, I will speak to you. Oh, should we speak to him now? I will speak to him when we get back. Come on. Okay, so let's go to the Unnamed City and get some levels for Spinus to get started. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm spec'd for agility. Is he not on defend when attacked? This is what we currently have. Max agility, max vitality, so that I can take advantage of rolling thrust, because I really like that. After dodging, next damaging attack has 25% increased armor pen. And then vitality, so that I have extra HP. And then also glutton for punishment. When you take damage, you regenerate the last instance of damage taken over 15 seconds. Grit, because it gives me more armor and it just gives me a bit more stamina as well. And then as little as possible in expertise that I could get away with, because I hate spending points in that. Sometimes when I'm soloing kind of bosses and things, I like to do max grit, and then I take a bit off vitality, because then I really like steel feud, because then enemies have to hit you 3 times before they can kill you. Particularly just useful for the Red Mother or the Arena Champion. Let's get some snackages. This is probably enough food, honestly. So let's give him some cooked pork. He will eat that himself, and it'll give him a 25% strength damage buff. And then let's give him an elixir of might. Actually, let's use this Black Lotus potion because we've got one there first. It does the same thing. It'll buff him 15% strength weapon damage. But we've got to right click on that so he eats it. He'll be a little bit tipsy for a moment. There you go. So that's from the potion and that's from the food. And they'll last for 2 hours. And I have been buffed by drinking Jungle Grog, which is it classes as a food. So you get 15% agility weapon damage from that. And I've also eaten an elixir of grace, which is here, which is the same thing. Okay, let's go. I don't need all this shenanigans. To the Unnamed City. The slowest salmon regeneration of heavy armor compared to light armor really noticeable. Does it make no difference? Like, look at this. I mean, this is fine, isn't it? Arguably. You know, and I'm in like super heavy armor. How do you do the dive? So when you get to... So my biggest piece of advice is to bind crouch to your mouse if you have the opportunity to do so. Because then it's a lot easier. But run forward, so W and then space. And when you hit the apex of your jump, you can crouch. But if you fall on your head, it hurts a lot more. Be careful. There you go. So I'm excited about Spinus. He is a very good fighter. Am I going this way? Let's go this way. Let's fight the croc, shall we? See how we do. So I've got my Blade of the Adventure, which is not buffed. I also have the Doom Hammer, which you get from the same were-hyena from the centre of the den, which is very good. I don't have any points in strength, but it's just the only kind of hammer that I'm willing to use at the moment, because my agility hammer, Bector Corbin, if I use it, I won't be able to put a weapon mod on it. There you go. But I like to have a hammer because I think it's quite useful for sundering bosses. I feel like this fight is absolutely fine if you have a follower. I think if you do it solo, he still follows you kind of quite tightly. But yeah, if you have somebody else to tank, then I think it's okay these days. Oh, is the only agility weapon for short sword? No. There's actually, they reworked strength and agility weapons. So now there are some strength bows and there are obviously agility bows. There are short swords for agility. What else have we got? Katana is agility. So not only are those weapon classes like traditionally agility, but there are... I don't really want these things, do I? I'm not going to use that. There are some agility weapons that are would traditionally be strength weapons. So like I said, the Altier's Razor, which is a two-handed sword, this isn't it. And this, which is Blade of the Adventure, both agility weapons, which traditionally would be strength weapons because they're two-handed swords. And then hammers are traditionally strength, but there is a hammer that I've got. There's an agility two-handed hammer. There you go, if that makes sense. Bear with me, people. Spinus hits like a truck but has HP problems. I still use Silencia. Yeah, I mean, so I just want to use him today, really. Yeah, I definitely think HP is handy. I think with down but not out, I feel like a lot of enemy friendos are viable in a way that they wouldn't have been before. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. But I don't mind a glass cannon, honestly. It's okay. We'll give him a go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Game volume check, voice volume check, humming voice volume. Question mark? Well, you can't hear me humming. What is wrong with you? Dun, 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 dun. You can buff legendary weapons, indeed. If it's been damaged, you can't buff things. You can. So if it's not a, how do I say this? So you can't repair legendaries. This is legendary if it's got this gold border around it. You can't repair unique items like this Seth's truncheon. See, this has got like a yellow. So this is legendary. This is a unique item. You can't repair those at all. If they haven't taken any damage, as these haven't, you can apply buffs to them. So these count as weapons or whatever. Same goes for legendary tools as well. You can get black blood tools in the Exiled Lands, which are not repairable anymore. But yeah, if they haven't taken any damage, you can put buffs on. So these have got advanced blunted weapon fittings on them. You can put Oil of Concussion on them if you want to. You learn that from the Archivist at the Unnamed City. But yes, if I hadn't already used this, I'd be able to buff it. There you go. Yep, anything that you can repair, you can repair it and then apply a mod to it. If it hasn't been repaired, you can't apply a buff. There you go. Unless you're applying... I presume... I don't know if I've tried it recently, but I don't think you can... Yes, you can't put a weight reduction kit either on armour unless you've repaired it. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, people. There you go. So I am on. I have moved to Blue Sky, by the way, from that old social media app that I will no longer mention. For reasons. So if you would like to follow me, where is it? The keyboard has just died. Can't see anything. There you go. So follow me on there if you would, friendos. Let me just plug my key in. Try not to knock my coffee over while we do it. Perfect. Excellent. There you go. Welcome to Blue Sky. Thank you. Seeing you, Kissy. Oh yes, I shared a picture of my cat on Blue Sky today. That's it. Yes. So if you want to see a picture of my gorgeous kitty, it's on Blue Sky. I pinned it. Can't do anything unless it's at full health. Yes, that's a good way of dealing with it. Apart from repair it, and if it's repairable, that's it. There we go. Yes, I'm glad you guys are up for the change in social media. I've had it. So I have removed the app from my phone, and I'm not going to log in. That's my plan anyway. Let's see. Hopefully that works out. But it is really nice to see the app, like Blue Sky, really busy, and it's like #1 in the app stores right now apparently. So that is really promising to see. There we go. Absolutely. She is so cute, Nikki. Nikki, have you never seen her before? I think there is a picture of her still in the Pets and Animals. There you go. She is so super cute. What is this social media you speak to? Is it like AOL? It is exactly like what did the A? Oh, America Online, wasn't it? Yeah. I was like, wait, what was the A stand? What did the A stand for? That little known country, that small place. Yes, indeedy. Yep. We just adopted 2 straightforward kittens. It's been interesting. Oh, Nikki, if you are in the Discord still, and you would like to share pictures of those feral cats, I would be super happy to see them. No pressure. Yes, Squeaky was a feral, just as her brother was, who's no longer with her, unfortunately. They were ferals. Oh, her mother was a feral. They were born in a barn, which is kind of hilarious. And what crazy, like, skittish kind of things they were. Although Squeaky was, like, very brave, which is why she's called Xena. There you go. There you go. Say the open Blue Sky in the public, we had close to 2 million new folks join. Yeah. I mean, I joined it ages ago. So if like a new social media platform opens, generally like it's a good idea to join and get your username. So I got my username ages ago, but recently I've just been posting like my lives, like notifications, my videos will be posted on there. And then just like little life updates and stuff like that, you know, stuff about the boiler not working. Do you know what I mean? Really exciting things you really want to know about. How old are they, Nikki? How long did it take for them to be cool with you? So mine were 8.5 weeks when I got them, which is very young, but it was one of these kind of adoption places where they just really didn't have the funding, and the mother was already adopted out. I wanted 2 kittens. I wanted them to have a friend, basically, so they wouldn't be by themselves. So I got a boy and a girl, a brother and sister. And they were fine straight away. I didn't have problems, but it depends if they've learnt to be afraid. Yeah. Getting them to the vet has been an adventure for this dog person. Do you know what? When I first got I grew up with loads of animals, by the way. Grew up with like all the animals. Like the ones that you can have in a house, like pets. Appropriate animals, I guess, not zebras or whatever. But still, I didn't really look after the cat. It was my mum's kind of creature, and she kind of looked after her, although she used to sleep on my face when I was a kid, which is kind of funny. Hi, Squeaky. But when I got the kittens, I just watched loads of YouTube to kind of find out how to like deal with cats and stuff like that, and you know, how to deal with kittens and whatever. So that's a good idea. Oh, 4 to 5 months, yeah. We were feeding their mum. Really? Interesting. So they've already developed their personalities a bit. Yeah, that's very different than like 8.5 weeks. Mine were like fur and eyeballs. Yeah. Picturing goats and chickens. No, I didn't have chickens, no. But like rabbits, cats, dogs, a dog, stick insects, hamsters, canary. What else? Did I mention hamsters? Yes. And then baby versions of the cats and the rabbits. Yeah. Lots of YouTube. Yeah, lots of YouTube. YouTube is very handy for like Honestly, learning anything. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna do little checks out, that's it, yeah. So when people call me a cat lady because I have a cat, I'm like, I'm not a cat lady. I'm an animal person. I just love animals. I would have a zebra if I could have a zebra. Or whatever, you know, if it was an appropriate thing to have in a house. Flats, rather. Here you go. Do our rounds here, shall we? Yep, I do adore them. Squeaky was born in a barn. Explains her issue with doors. That's it, exactly. She hates it when the door's shut. So fortunately this week, my boiler was fixed. I've had so many issues with it off and on. And in this country, it's used for like heating up like water and turning on the like heating up the radiators basically. Because I know it's not the same everywhere. And so, yes, finally I can have hot water and heating at the same time. Oh my God. It's been such a pain in the butt. So I'm so relieved. But now the door is open because I have like heating, not just in this room, throughout the flat. So yeah, Squeaky probably won't complain as much, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? Cats are great, very clean. I think cats are great for people that don't want to go outside. That's what I like about cats, really. I think a dog is very good if you want to kind of have a reason to go for a walk every day and get exercise and stuff. I think that's a good idea. I would absolutely love a dog in the future if I move. Yep. There you go. But I love dogs so much. I love both dogs and cats. So should we do the daggers? Now, I'm going to get my butt kicked because I'm super rusty. Let's grab our free fragment. This is the Red Mother. She has a great loot table. There you go. Get in there, buddy. Okay. See how Spinus does. Okay. Okay. Gotta warm up. I do find this a lot easier when there's just us. Okay, tail whip. We'll get a lot of XP for this. There we go. You are kidding me. The second dragon skill. This is my favourite piece of legendary armour. I absolutely swear by it because it gives you a huge amount of heat protection and a huge amount of cold protection. If you wear regular heavy armour, any kind of heavy armour, especially late game armour, you can go anywhere you want on the map with this helmet. It's fantastic without any special kind of situations. Wonderful. And we've gotten the second one now on this playthrough. How fantastic. RNG gods are looking down upon us kindly, I guess. Here you go. How is the weather here? It's wet and chilly. I mean, I haven't really been out today, so I don't know. Are you in the UK as well? Oh, I live on a farm in Apple. That answers my question. Love my animals more than anything. How wonderful. I love that. Yeah, it is generally, you can assume it's generally cold and chilly. Cold and wet. It has been really quite cold the last couple of weeks. Am I going to drop the dragon bones? I'm going to give you the dragon bones. I'm going to get rid of that. I'll keep those. Get rid of that. Don't need two of those. There we go. A bit better. It is sacrilege to drop hardened leather because it's expensive to craft. But I'm going to drop it because I can't be bothered. There you go. But keep it. It's a good idea. Let's move on. Do as I say, not as I do. Let me give you some healing potions, my friend. There you go. He's gonna... So I've got Better Thralls running. He should drink that by himself. There you go. So I like I say, I play on officials when I'm not streaming and making content. And it's so nice that they just drink the potions themselves on, like, with the Best of Thralls mod. So good. Even Austin, howdy neighbour, there you go. Same, have a small ranch in Texas. I live on tons of animals and plants. How nice, yeah. I love animals. I feel like they're just so good for your mental health, honestly. Squeaky is, like, super helpful. She's just, like... She's simultaneously a complete pain in the butt and also wonderful. Do you know what I'm saying? Is there a way to turn off corruption UI effect? That slight flash gives me headaches. I bet there is in Hozav's UI mod, Reisuki. Is there a corruption... did I see it in here? Does anybody know? I feel like it's in here. Corruption values. Show how much health is reduced. I think that's in the bar though, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's just there. Maybe there isn't here. I don't know, maybe there's another mod that does it. Yeah, or maybe there is in game settings. I don't know. I've never switched it off, but I despise being corrupted, as anybody here who's regular will know. There you go. Ah, there's a lot of people local to each other. How lovely. May the gods roll the dice in your favour. Yes, indeedy. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, have a look. But yeah, I don't think there is in Hozav's, which is... I'm surprised by, actually. Unless I've just missed it somehow. Now, this isn't my best weapon right now. I just like using the hammer for the attack style. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to do Warmakers after this. I'm going to get my master weapon fitting and beat some ass. There we go. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Just check one thing, friendos. There you go. Yes, we're also on Steam. Hello, people watching on Steam. We are currently live on Twitch. We've got a giveaway and we've got fresh drops. I want to pop over. All right. Let's go, friendos. Great to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I really hate being corrupted. Me too, Jim. Yes. I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you. Some days I'm like super rusty at streaming, even if I've only just like streamed. This isn't my Baltier's load. No, that's not Baltier's lodestone. This is the Doom Hammer from the den. No. Yep. And then lentils that I washed out, some of them made it down the drain because I forgot to put a strainer. The sink was draining slowly. I took the P-trap to see what was causing a slow drain. Found 2 lentils that germinated. And the sprouts grew a foot long. Well, there you go. You've got your own food supply. There you go. Perfect. I love lentils. Lentils are great. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I need to put him on attack everything, like aggressive. I thought he was, actually. Aggressive. There you go. Let's get him some more heals. He's just going to keep needing to heal up through his... what is it called? Because he's gaining levels. I do want to see how he levels up. This is Blade of the Adventurer. It uses my agility points. Dun, 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 dun. Hi there. Ba-dum. I haven't played a huge amount of Conan in the last like couple of weeks, so I've got to like get my muscle memory back awake. Does it count as being too creepy for the rules if I'm watching this while wearing a dark sorcerer's cloak? Wearing a dark sorcerer's cloak is highly recommended and suggested. Absolutely encouraged by all means. That's not the kind of creepy. If you want to be like a dark sorcerer, that's the kind of creepy that's welcome here. You know what I mean? What's that armor she's wearing? I'm wearing the Veneer Heavy, which is a Nordheim armor. You can craft it in game. Not a what is it called? Not a DLC. Not a shop item. Just like this is it here. So I'm currently wearing Stygian Soldier, which is an agility buffing armor. Currently, And I've like transmogged it with this veneer stuff, which you can just pick up items from the north, and you can also just craft it in game. There you go. But I've just got it transmogged. This is Fashionist mod, which I do have a video about my mods, exclamation mods Conan, if you want to see a video about the mods I use and how to install them and all that palaver. There you go. You only have 8,000 hours. Are you sure you have the muscle memory? Maybe. Maybe. No pants Thursday. Calendros, how's the computer going? Is it okay? Have you lost your game files and stuff, your saves? And do you know what caused your problem? So, do I have my Spectre coating? Shall we try and apply that? Let's do that. So I like the Spectre coating. You can pick it up from Mounds of the Dead, which is up here on the map. The enemies there will drop this Spectre coating, and it applies a debuff, which has tick damage. It increases, just like bleed does, it increases when you stack it. Up to, I think, about 50. So we're up to 50, 20, 30. There you go. Well, he died too quickly for us to... There you go. Oh, we got another gas stats. We keep getting these. We've got... I think we've got like 2 gas swords, or I don't know how many gas axes we've got. There we go. Weapon repair kits. I'm going to leave the rest of it. Those radium gems, those are really good to craft radium torches, which are really cool because you can put a dye in it. It's a craftable torch you can place. You can do wall versions, or you can do them in your house. Without any dye in it, they're incredibly bright white, which is a bit offensive to the eyeballs, especially like me if you're like a cave dweller. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can put like nice coloured like dyes and stuff in them, and they look really nice, like a red dye or something for like a warmth and things like that. Really nice. And there's no animation, so they're kind of better on performance as well. There you go. I'm not going to pick them up because, you know, I just can't be bothered, which you can really apply to most of the answers to today's questions. There you go. My staff of nightmares won't be a problem either. People tend to get the wrong. No, absolutely. Absolutely. I support that. As long as I don't have to be corrupted, then, you know, you wear your Dark Sorcerer's cloak. Absolutely. He didn't last long enough. That's it. There you go. Anyone going to Ren Fair? But I don't think we have those here, you know, in the UK. I'm sure there is something. I think they have, like, historical fairs and things, definitely. Yeah, but all the people have, like, British accents and stuff, which feels a bit more authentic, do you know what I'm saying? Although, do they speak with, like, a fake British accent at these Ren fairs? I don't know. I'd like to see that someday. Brought the Aquilonian bathroom pack that adds toilets and bathtubs. I love it. It's so funny seeing my crafties go take a... Oh, they're using it to take a poop. Oh, my God. We have failed in not making a bathroom for our friendos. Because I have that set. Yes. It's also quite a nice set because it has like towels and like a little scrub brush and stuff. It's nice with like the roses around it and things like that, I think. You watch them? Yeah, we watched them on the toilet. That's funny. Did we harvest? Did we loot his body? I forgot to pay attention. Hold on, let's just go and check. Too busy laughing. Will I go play Soul Mask soon? No, probably not soon. Maybe eventually at some point again. What? Chat, what happened to the boss? Am I missing something? Chat. Did I harvest his body? Did I get anything? What did I get? Okay. Well, either way, I blacked out while that was happening. Did I loot him? Thank you, Mort. Somebody was paying attention. Yes. Oh, he's a wizard. I am. That's it. Usually they act up at Ren Fairs. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see that. Depends on how invested the staff is at one you go to. I see. Indeedy. Boss is out to lunch. That's it. He locked out to join Blue Sky. Yep. There you go. You got a gas sack from him. Thank you. Thank you. Now I remember that. I was like, wait, did I? Yes. Thank you, people. Memory like a small bug. The mask is the one where the lady's made of jelly. That's it. Yes, exactly. There you go. Bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-ba-dum. Good mechanics. Would adopt to love the gathering and pieces. I always think, you know, I always think about Conan when I play the games. I'm like, ooh, I'd love to see this in Conan, particularly if you're listening, devs. I would love a glider. Now, I know we have the Bat Demon, but the Bat Demon is mean because he drops me, okay? And I don't like it. I would like a glider, please. What's on your wish list, friendos, for the game? Yep. What else would you like? I'd also like flying mounts. I'd like a dragon pet. Thanks very much. Do you know what I mean? Add that to the Christmas wish list. I guess we'll deal with these friendos. It's always the bow guy that's a problem. Yeah. Stop me from climbing. They don't put... Oh, comfort. Yeah. I don't think I would want that. Yep. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with living settlements kind of going forward. I know it's had some issues, but I do really like seeing people walking around my base, I gotta say. I always wanted to try that mod, like Thralls Are Alive or whatever it was called, that I'm sure was a big inspiration to it. Yep, very happy. We need llamas. Oh my goodness. Work a glider animation to slow fall. Yeah, definitely. I feel like we could have gliders. They said we couldn't have mounts. They gave us mounts. They said we couldn't have sorcery. They gave us sorcery. Give us gliders, friendos. I will take a flying dragon though, as well. You know what I mean? I'm going to be, you know. So I don't tend to use my Spectre coating for these guys, just because they die quite quickly anyway. We go. I, by the way, have such a backlog of things to edit and upload to YouTube that I have zero space right now. If I like say I'm going to be live at about 1:45 and then I'm not live yet, you can be certain that I'm transferring files to another folder, and I have nowhere to move things to now. I need like a server or something. Yep. Oh, I can't wait to get my master weapon fitting and use my weapons. So we might get, I'm sure we will get another Baltia's Razor and another Bector Corbin in this playthrough. But it might be a while, and I don't want to wait for like ages before I can use the fully modded versions of those weapons, so I don't use them at all till I do the Warmaker. Hello, mate. So he's at level 6. He's already at 2,500 HP-ish. So he's going to be okay. Plus we can revive him. It's a good place to start, like, leveling friendos. Ooh, my second favourite piece of legendary armour is the Commander's Helmet, because it's nice looking. Sandstorm breathing mask. Now that we can transmog stuff, it doesn't matter quite as much. But back in the day, I loved this because it was the only pretty sandstorm breathing mask. So you can use this for sandstorm or for poison, as you can with all like breathing masks, basically. Lots of durability, decent armor protection as well. There you go. Doesn't drop very frequently though. Oh, I do apologize. There you go. I'm going to drop that, but that is quite useful if you want to craft some golems. We also have the Shank daggers, which are a bleed and cripple agility pair of daggers, which is really good. I'm not going to use any legendaries now until I've put mods on them, because I will lose my ability to if I use them. So a bit of Watero. Save space, yeah, life of online entertainment, yeah, exactly. I also really want to download all my YouTube content in case something happens to YouTube one day, or like they ban me for some random reason or whatever happens. I hear about so many random people who get banned, and unless they're like giant content creators, because of some like scam or something, unless they're like a giant content creator, it takes ages to get their channels back, if at all. And I just don't want to risk that. So they like, everybody needs to have like their stuff saved privately. Really chased to no repair. Community cry. I cried a little too. I do like the fact that they've increased durability, and I don't mind having to farm my weapons, because the two weapons that I use a lot, I can kind of split the durability cost between the two of them, and they kind of last as well long enough for me to kind of get replacements. The only thing I don't particularly like is the festering one, because it can take, or axes generally, so it can take quite a long time to get a replacement, and I feel like the durability goes down quite quickly because you hit like 4 times in a combo, and generally I hit everything like 4 times to kill it. So there you go. You can download it, yes, but I need space to put it first. That's it. Yep. Upgrading armor is my favourite. Yeah, Commander's Helmet and chest piece is superb. Yeah, I really, really like those. I used to wear those back in the day as well. Right, let's get this dude out of here. So what we really want from him is the Riptide Spear. So we can use it in the Dagon dungeon, which we haven't done yet. It is the next one in the list on the Dungeon Delver journey. But I want to do Warmaker first because I really want my Master Weapon fitting. Oh, we'll feel stronger in all the dungeons when I have that. My keyboard is dark right now because it's charging and it got down to a certain level. So I can't see my keys if I press random buttons. He's a flesh creature, so you can bleed and poison and sunder and all the things. Spectre coating shouldn't do anything to him though because he's not undead. There we go. Split settlements would like the starting to take the idea of cleaning up the UI. Yeah, definitely. What I really want to see more of is anything added that people on console or an official service can't take advantage of because they're only in a mod. Look how much affected heavy padding we got from that one guy. Holy potatoes. Super is not happy. Sorry, friend. Can you carry those? Because we will use those. Here we go. Beautiful. I won't harvest him, but he drops bat skin. And I think demon blood? Question mark? I don't know. I don't bother. Get your horse. We've got Doombringer. We've got him. We've got him. Hello, Nefano. How are you, lovely? Bum, bum, ba-dum. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Press button, remove gaps. Inventory compactor needs to be... Are you talking about the dismantling bench? What do you mean? You're talking about this? Something about here? Trying to read between the lines. Yeah, I really like living settlements. I need to keep, like, doing the companion quests today. I gotta get used to my, like, depth and stuff. When I haven't played for a bit, I gotta get used to, like, how far away I need to be to hit stuff. There we go. This is my kind of favourite method. If I don't have an axe, it's just kind of like slash and roll situation. That's how I like to play the game. Same applies for like Purge enemies. One of the reasons I really like two-handed sword because the reach. Okay. Sometimes I do a bit of right click as long as I've got the ability because it's quite slow. Listen, sir, I'm trying to deal with your little friendos first. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There's a mod that adds a button to OIC to inventory panel. You press it and all the empty space in your inventory shrink together. Reduces scrolling. So I always sort my inventory for weight. So I don't have any spaces. Do you like to do a custom sort? Is that... I can't really live without heavy... Oh my goodness. Ah. Thunderbolter. Ah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Thunderbolter. I'm so glad you like the videos. I have like loads to release, so I just gotta like sit down and do some editing. Thank you, lovely. Tell me if the armor pen is worth to adjust on weapons. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So until I get... Right. So I'm being kind of like... I get laser focused on certain things. If I was just playing like through the game... how do I say this? If I had gotten these weapons before... how do I say this? If I had the ability to add a spiked weapon fitting, if I'd picked some up, I would definitely put spiked weapon fittings on these weapons before I do the Warmaker dungeon. That's generally what I would do. Lower level weapons, I would put a, until you get to like hardened steel stuff, I would put like a damage kit. I would generally mod everything. Like all my tools would have an advanced tool upgrade kit on it. but I do have harvesting on 2 times on here, and I don't mind too much. Plus, I build my house in creative mode these days. I've done all my harvesting I need to do. We do some harvesting, but generally the house I will do in creative. But yes, until you get to the Warmaker dungeon, I would put spiked weapon fittings on all of your weapons, maybe apart from daggers, because I don't think it matters too much. You're not going to be using that on like bosses, well, maybe some flesh creature bosses, but there's a lot of undead bosses that your daggers will be really useless on. So yeah, spiked weapon fitting I like to put on my best weapons, really, until I do the Warmaker dungeon, which is what we're going to do today. Then I will apply a master weapon fitting, which then buffs both damage and armor pen. There you go. You can also use an edge smith if you'd like to, an edge smith blacksmith. And what else? There we go. Ooh, we got Legacy of the Nordhammers. This is a really, really good piece of... We've done really well for legendary armor today. Really well. Like 3 helmets in one go. I promise I'm not cheating. This is a really good, like, second in line to the... what is it called? Too many words. There we go. Dragon Scale Helm. Because it gives you a huge amount of cold protection. Not quite as much cold protection as the Dragon Scale Helm, because that gives you like 5 bars. This gives you 4 bars of cold, but still really, really, really good. Any heavy armor, you in almost anywhere on the map, probably, you could wear that and not be like extremely cold, not take damage from the cold. Also gives you 300 armor, which is insane for a piece of, like, for a helmet. Yeah, more armor than my Stygian Soldier Helm. Yep, this is just armor that we picked up from around the map, so this isn't like super, like, extreme or whatever. We will replace this with better stuff that we craft. There you go. All right. Cool people. Armor pen is the thing. Yes, definitely. Armor pen is the thing to add to get master weapon fittings. Absolutely. Completely agree. Yep. Another thing for the follow. When it comes to games, I'm so disco ball focused. What does that mean? Oh, you mean like looking at everything? Is that what you mean? Ooh. Okay, this is sometimes here, sometimes it's not. It's like a chance to spawn. This is where we are. Free fragments of power. Okay, should have like 1 boss left to fight. Ooh. Do you like having to turn into your attacks to change direction? Did you think it was a bad idea? Camera change they made during Age of War. Wasn't a fan, made a video. And I'm very, very happy with how it is now. I feel like the combat feels perfectly good. I still think the croc boss, I'd like to see the croc boss kind of tuned a bit more, perhaps. Spiders feel okay, although I feel like I like the spider in Skittering Cavern and in the Dregs dungeon more than I like the spider at Flesh Terror Falls. No, Spine Breaker's Flank. I always get those two confused. Yep. But yeah, I think combat feels good. I can show you my settings for combat if you want, for the camera. Because if you haven't changed them, I'll show you what I've got, because mine, it feels really good. But what I really want is to be able to move dynamically, feel in control of my character. Here are my settings for the camera. So these are the 3 things you want to have like I do. I recommend. So control style movement off, auto face forward on attack, yes. Rotatable stationary camera, yes. There you go. Those are what I recommend. Okay. What do you recommend to put on shields? So it depends on the shield, probably. If you have... So a lot of like legendary shields have 15,000 durability. Huge durability, like the Black Tusk shield. I forget which other ones, because I never use shields. I hate shields. I would think about... I would possibly put weight reduction on it, or you could put durability. Maybe durability if they don't have like 15,000 durability, you know? It depends on the level of the game, really, and what you have access to. I don't particularly... Personally, my playstyle, I don't enjoy using shields. I think they're really handy for when you first do the Dregs dungeon, especially if you're quite low level. And like a one-handed sword, because you can defend yourself against the boss. I think they're really good if you're new to the game for dealing with a lot of archers in an NPC camp. But I don't enjoy the fact that it changes your attack combo. And I want to do the most damage possible. I'm super greedy. I want to get in, do an attack, get out the way. I'm not moving very quickly here, honestly. Do an attack, get out the way, and then, yes, I don't want to be standing there holding a shield, basically. I also don't like putting them on thralls, really, for kind of the same reason. There you go. I just find, like, one-handed weapons, or just weapons generally without a shield to be more reliable. There you go. Never running the Unnamed City Marathon. Do you know all the places where the fragments of power chests are? So I don't personally collect every single fragment of power. I pick ones up that are on my routes that don't involve, like, climbing, really, except for, like, that one. There are videos on YouTube that other people have, like, done where you can look up where every single fragment is if you want to. You will get heavily corrupted, so take a dancer, potentially, or... but certainly you want, like... I wouldn't really do it if you're running a corrupted build, unless you take, like, climbing gloves and boots. There you go. Use the shield that pairs well with short sword. Yes, it does. Yes, that's true. But I don't really enjoy the short sword. There you go. Unless it's, like, really early game and it's the best thing I've got. Just don't enjoy the animations. I don't, you know. I know that lots of people love it. It's not really my favourite. You can only add durability to shield. There you go. I didn't know that. Can you not put a weight reduction on it? What is the best katana in your opinion? I don't use katanas, personally. But it's going to be the Blade of Seven Winds or Masashi's Black Blade, isn't it? Oh, we got another gas weapon. Oh, no, we didn't. We got the L's Drunkard's Blades. Let me tell you. Masashi. I will drop these if you're having a small fit right now. Blade of Seven Winds. But I do spawn things in to look at them. In case you have, like, you know, problem with that. Sorry, I know it's not really defensive, but you've got no idea, people. So Masashi's Black Blade, 74 damage, 13% armor pen. You can obviously add a master weapon fitting on that. I would do that. That's obviously an agility weapon. They're both agility weapons. This does 33 damage, but 100% armor negation. So I would probably just use whichever one I had. I think I would probably use Masashi's Black Blade. But obviously that 100% armor pen will do something for you. Yeah, I prefer this one, basically. But you do you. Those are both legendaries. You can obviously put master weapon fitting on it, and you won't be able to repair it once it's damaged. So there you go. There we are. Am I going to use this? Strength, 60 damage, cripple. I don't think we're going to use this. We've already got a bunch of good weapons. I do tend to drop stuff when I go to the Unnamed City. I think if I was playing on a server, I would be more likely to hoard them and put them in a dismantling bench. You might like to do that, but because I'm playing on single player and I'm streaming, I just want to get it out of my inventory so I've got space. There you go. There you go. You like the turn camera? There you go, with a katana. That's fair enough. Yep. I don't like using the katana. I did go for a short period of time when I started doing agility instead of strength, where I enjoyed using the katanas, but I just like two-handed sword and daggers, and then like my two hammers. That's it. There you go. Favorite new weapons are katanas. Yeah. And you can spawn things into witchcraft, exactly. Called out. There you go. Legit. Yep. So it depends, really, doesn't it? So depending on who you're fighting, bosses have a huge amount of armor. Some of them, and even some like rock noses, have so much armor that hitting them with like a pair of daggers or something else, or like just doesn't do very much damage to them. So for bosses, the more armor negation, the better. But for like low-level enemies, you're going to have diminishing returns, I think, on like armor negation. You know. So I think like daggers with bleeds are really strong against human NPCs. You know. Especially if you have lots of agility, plenty of stamina, you can kind of dodge out the way and stuff. I actually think we need a second perk in expertise here, because I don't feel very quick right now. So I might have to think about that. So we can roll faster. But it may just be that I've been off Conan for a week or two. Are you like the Oil of Agony in it? Yeah? Love Predatory Blades. Yeah. I think Predatory Blade is fantastic from at the beginning of the game. We're just going to fight him on our way out because it'd be rude not to. Yeah, Predatory Blade is so good. But there are certain weapons that I just really enjoy the animations and the playstyle. There you go. The game isn't drowning me out, is it? Are we okay, peeps? Type 1 if you're happy, type 2 if you're unhappy, but it's unrelated. Go. We got the shank, bleed and cripple, nice. Okay, we'll take these perfected heavy paddings for our armor. Now, let's take these home, and then we're going to go do Warmaker. Now that we've leveled our friend a bit. We've got so much stuff here. So he's at level 8. We're waiting for his perks to be unlocked. Let me give him some heals. Okay, so let's take these home and we're going to do Warmaker. I mean, we could dump stuff in a box, given that we're quite close to Warmaker. Shall we do that? One of the things I love about the Warmaker Sanctuary, it is my favourite place to harvest legendary weapons once I get to level 60. Because once you've done it once, you have all the keys, you should be able to run all the way through it and just loot the boxes at the end. You get six boxes, at least 6 boxes. There's like an extra one if you stop and go into another room, but 6 at the end without fighting anybody. That's what I love about it. So you can do that on cooldown every like 15 minutes. Early game, you know, Dregs, maybe Midnight Grove, places like that. What is it called? Skittering Cavern is a really good place to go and pick up 1 legendary. And also the cave where you learn the Zath religion has 1 legendary box. I think there's only 1 as far as I know. And that's a good place. You could run in there, loot that and run back out again without fighting. There you go. Someone type what to do. Everything is fine. Good. Glad to hear that. Voice is much louder than the game. Good. Warmaker is very atmospheric. Yeah, very cool. I feel like it's required to go in the... No. You don't have to wear Chilled Godbreaker. You can go into the dungeon with any heavy armor and a stack of ice in your hotbar. Put your heals, 2 heals here. Put a stack of ice here, 100 ice. Maybe keep another 100 on a friend. You won't need a full stack, probably. And then keep an eye on your HUD. Whenever it says... So as long as you're... it's fine if you're hot. It's fine if you're very hot. As soon as you get to extremely hot, you need to eat the ice. As soon as you see the signs on the screen, or you see the words extremely hot, eat the ice. Once you get to heat stroke, you're going to take a huge amount of damage. So all you have to do is just prevent those 2 debuffs. Extremely hot and heat stroke. You can go in there with any heavy armor. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I think probably you don't realise it's okay to be hot in the game. You won't die from it. I'm assuming. You can wear Chilled Godbreaker, which is fine, which is great. You can also use a Mistborn shield if you're a shield user. Mistborn is a legendary shield you get from just legendary chests from from fighting world bosses and looting those in dungeons. Thing about shields that I don't like, particularly in the volcano where you want to climb a bit, certainly the first time you do it, so you learn all the recipes. Shields will not apply their buffs or debuffs or whatever, the buffs and advantages whilst you're climbing. So if you climb and you take damage from the heat, you will fall. There you go. There you go. I wonder if there are other methods, yeah. Some fancy tactics. Yeah, that's it, honestly. Just take a sack of ice. If you go in the hidden way direction, which is the way I always go in, definitely the first time anyway, here, then there's a bit of ice just outside. So the first time you go into the dungeon, I don't usually go in Dragonmouth. Later on, you can go in Dragonmouth. That's like a huge mouth of like a cave mouth. You walk in there, go into the dungeon, the volcano. You can do that if you just want to go to do the Well of Skelos, because then you bypass the NPC camp. If you go this way into the volcano, yeah, bit of ice outside, get yourself a stack, and then you're fine, basically. The enemies are going to do much more damage to you than the heat, as long as you eat the ice. Dab that sweaty neck with an ice, you'll be all right. There you go. Dab yourself with a bit of ice. So what are we going to do with all our stuff? Because I'm going to pick up 6 weapons at least. Actually, possibly more than that. What shall we do? What should we do? Somebody will scream at me in a minute. I do want to use that. Oh, I can just hear somebody screaming, "Stop dropping the dragon thing!" Somebody said that in the first playthrough. I was like, I kill a lot of dragons. I'm fine. I'm never going to drop fragments of power, ever. Sacrilege. We could drop that. I will keep the shanks. There you go. We should be all right now. I also have my bearer pack. So we should now be able to get through the Warmaker. All right. Let's load him up with some heals as well. There you go. Use those first, then we can craft some more. All right. Perfect. Do you eat fragments of power? Squeeze them in your hand or bust them over your head? I like to, if I'm in a pinch and I haven't gotten the recipe for, I'm sure, I know this is a meme question, but there's some people who don't know. When I first get fragments of power, as long as I'm level 60, I'll eat 1 and it'll give me some feat points, basically. Once I've got the recipe for the tablet of power, I will craft one of those using 5 and it'll give me 60 feat points. So I prefer to use those. And then I smash them on my head. There you go. Let's drink some water. Eat some pork. Perfect, perfect. All right. Let's do some fighting. Hold on. I've got my fingers on the wrong keys. Somehow. There we go. Now, I haven't put a buff on this, but I will put a master weapon fitting on his Quake as well, which we got from one of the skeleton bosses in the Unnamed City. Really, really good one-handed weapon for friendo. It won't take any durability loss if your thrall uses it, but it will if you do. So I'll put a master weapon fitting on that. There you go. Now, I'll probably eat my words here. Do as I say, not as I do. If it's the first time you're going into the Warmaker Sanctuary, which is here, Clail's Stronghold, right next to the Brimstone Lake, very close to Sepermeru. Really good level 60 dungeon, fantastic loot, and also 6 legendary chests at the end you can loot without fighting anybody if you've done it already once. You have the keys. If this is the first time going in here, there are doors to get through to get to your stuff if you die later on in the dungeon. You get keys from progressing. So if you've never done this dungeon before, if you're playing on a community server or officials and things like that, and you've got some friends, just let them know you're going in and maybe they'll come rescue you if necessary. Otherwise, I like to put a thrall, like a dancer. Yeah, there you go. So I don't have build everywhere on. I was just checking that. So you can't put thralls there. You can put a thrall like here, with a box, with a bedroll or something like that. And make sure, if you've done this... wait, you can't get keys. Make sure you've got a friend, basically. I was going to say... after you've done it the first time, put a thrall there with some keys in them or a box. Before that, you really need to make sure you've got somebody to rescue you or summon your corpse if you've done sorcery. There you go. All right, let me rebuff myself because my buffs have gone. Elixir of Grace... And we're going to do some jungle grog. I should have eaten one of the ones we dropped. There you go. I'll drop the gas stats because we already have that. And I don't care about repair kits at this stage now. I've got loads at home. Beautiful. Okay, let's go. There you go. Put that legendary helmet on your Spinus. We could do. That's true. It does have a huge amount of durability. Yeah, good idea. Let's do it. Then we'll drop this Cimmerian helmet. He'll look a bit silly. It's like, could you... He hates it already. Yeah, that's a good idea. Cool. All right. Let's head in. So there you go. So if you've done it before, but once, put the keys either at home where you're going to respawn or put them nearby. If it's your first time, you really want someone to rescue you because there's doors to get through. There you go. I definitely makes sense. Happened to me recently. Yeah, I got killed by a boss and stood in front of the closed door. Thank the gods for sorcery. Yes, absolutely. We have some water. Yeah. I just try to be as careful as possible the first time I do it, and then have spare keys. Thralls do use potions. Yes, they do. So he'll drink a potion by himself because of the Better Thralls mod. Healing potions. Because I've got it in the settings here. Here we go. This is my settings for Better Thralls. I've got a video about my mods. I didn't make them. I mean the ones I use. If I want him to use a buff, I have to right-click on it in his inventory. Yeah. Is this your first time doing Warmaker on this playthrough? It is indeed, yes, Tone. Make my words today tender and sweet for swear I'll have to eat them. That's it. There you go. Yep. So he's got, he's had some cooked pork, so he's got 25% strength buff, and he's also eaten an elixir of might, so he's got 15%. There you go. Alright, friendos. Play unofficial. Yeah, me too, when I'm not streaming. Yep. Or making videos. Across the wrong keys happen to me all the time. Yeah, I've used my boss power accidentally. Yes, I rebound mine to backspace, I think, for that reason, Creston. My Forsaken power. I would really like it if they would look at the quality of life mods and just try to incorporate them into the game as much as possible, I think. For the console friendos and people on servers. There we go. I feel like I need to decrease my FOV or something. When I get into big fights, I always actually really like the fact that I've got my FOV on high. But sometimes when there's like one enemy like this, and I got to really see where they're hitting. It's one reason I hate this guy, is he corrupts you. So we're gonna have to make sure we heal him between fights. There we go. Stacks. These will give us armor if we use it. It doesn't give you 0 armor. I don't know why it shows that. There you go. Let's get him healed up. We'll craft some more of these as well. So I can right click on them if I want to decide which ones he uses. So this is why I always carry a lot of aloe leaves, so I can craft potions on the go. Yep. Alright. Sweet. He used to drop a key to get through this door. He doesn't anymore. You just open the door. At one point, you had to kill him to get the key. Then the key was in the box. I think I'm talking about it in the right order. I think there was one in the box as well, right here. And then you had to get it out of the box and open the door. But now you just click on the door. But he will follow you into these rooms. Okay, so we have 3 bosses to kill before we can go through this door with the cobwebs. And then we're going to get little statuettes from each of the bosses in the rooms, mini bosses, and we're going to put them in these 3 clustered together little, like, receptacles, or whatever you want to call them. There we go. We're going to go in clockwise direction so we don't get lost. Because I get lost, people. There you go. Do a modded dungeon. We still respect the mechanics. Yeah. You're still playing an official PvP, PvE these days. Official PvE when I'm not streaming. Yep. I'm not a PvPer really. If you want to do it, by all means, you do you, boo-boo. But I'm I like PvE. I don't want people taking my stuff. It's gonna take our time. It's a boss here now that didn't used to be here back in the day. But kind of a few chapters ago, they added extra bosses, which is cool. More rewards. And generally, they're Scepter bosses that they've added to the dungeons. You see weapons you don't recognize. Generally, it's a Scepter weapon, which is the map expansion for the game. By the way, exclamation mark ticket in the chat if you want a chance to win a DLC of your choice, excluding Decetto or Sipter. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. It's... For a minute, I was thinking he was doing, like, pirate voice lines. Okay. Alright. God, we keep getting so many legendary armor today. Scorpion Helm, which these days gives 8 follower damage and 10 concussive damage. It's medium. It does 140. Gives you 143 armor, which is great until like very late in the game. Dragon Powder, very good, expensive thing to craft, which you can use for explosives. I will always pick that up. There we go. I have a video, Makakako. It's a bit of a mouthful. The video, giving a rundown. Got tired of PvP, play mostly PvE, RP, PvP servers. I feel like I want to get a fight on, really. Yeah, I play Overwatch and I do PvP in that, so I, you know, that fulfills my, like, itch, I guess, whatever. This guy is currently not drawing his weapon. He should do. He's going all, like, Rambo on us. Or something. I don't know what causes this. I think this guy is one of the flesh creatures. I think one of these you can't... Yeah, this guy... Okay, this guy you can't bleed and poison. I think the other two you can, if I remember. Yeah, so he's not taking any bleed. There you are, mate. It's for the best. So we got the Maudlin Pike, which is a decent pike. It corrupts enemies. It won't do anything unless you're in PvP. Look out for something that says cursed. If it says cursed and you do sorcery builds, or you want to use some features of sorcery, but you don't want to run around with a sorcery build, I really like the cursed items because they will give you, like, generally about 50% corruption in one swipe of the weapon. Heavy swipe. We're going to pick up these statuettes and they're going to be used to open the doors. So yeah, the corrupted doesn't apply to you, but cursed does. So I'll be looking out for those. There's a black feather helm you can get from the Unnamed City. I'm not going to pick that up because I won't use it. Yeah, strength pike. Yeah, and then one of the Godbreaker, one of the Warmaker weapons that he drops, I think is it? Forget which one it is now. Slept since. Modern is great. Yeah, this fighting stuff starting the 4th, but it's been around for a while. Yeah, definitely. Played over 4th, yes. What mod do you miss the most when playing on official servers? Hozav's UI mod. Yep. I think Hozav's is really like my, one thing. Also, like, if I play on the beta, although nowadays if I play on the beta, I use, like, some quality of life mods. So we're going to do the next one. Yeah, Hozav's UI mod, because it gives me float damage numbers, really. That's the main thing. I want to know how effective I'm being. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I also think any mod that gives you craft from containers is really good. And that I do miss that if I'm building on officials, not having an ability to pull resources into your inventory is less optimal for me. I think if they wanted to incorporate stuff like that into lore, I'm sure they could give us some kind of, like, mystical reason for it. Do you know what I mean? We've got sorcery in the game now, so I feel like you can get away with a lot if they're concerned about, like, the lack of lore. Wait, I should loot these chests, really. Run past them. I think there's, like, grey lotus and stuff. We got some medium padding. I'm not going to pick that up. You can get witch fire powder. You need that for sorcery. More radium gems for those torches. That is a fantastic drop if you want to make a golem. Crystalline guardian torso. Am I going to take it? Maybe. We'll put it on him. Go on. That is a really good piece to pick up. I'm probably going to drop it in a minute. If I get good weapons, I'll be like, we'll drop that. We'll just craft it. Miss the minimap when you don't have Hozav's map. Yeah, I do. So I prefer Hozav's minimap to the improved quality of life. Just personal preference. They're both really good. But I find... So the biggest problem for me with the minimap is if I have done admin stuff at all. If I've admin teleported at all... I think the fix for it is to zoom all the way out and then all the way back in. Maybe I have to turn it off as well. Wait. But because how do I say? It comes up. It comes in black in dungeons. That's it. That's probably one of the reasons. So yeah, it's not broken. If I go out of here, the minimap will work. There's no minimap in dungeons. I think that's it. I just don't like it. I also don't like the visual clutter on the screen. You'll notice I've turned off contextual information when I'm building and using my weapons. Just don't want that information. I don't like the journey. Got that switched off as well. It's distracting for me. You picked the wrong fight. Oh, he's going to get trapped in the door. Ooh, trauma. This guy's working. Let me just see if you bleed. Let me remind myself. I feel like one of them doesn't and then the other... Yeah, he bleeds. So I think the first one doesn't bleed and then the subsequent two do. If I had to put a bet on it. Which is weird. Maybe there's lore for that. Everything saying is makes sense. Using magic. Yeah, there you go. You can absolutely... that makes sense. Yep. Let's get our next statuette. We'll get this little book, which is a buff. It'll give us 30% concussive damage. The nice thing about these, they don't weigh very much. You can keep it in your inventory. And it won't expire or anything like a potion. There you go. And they're free, of course. Let's check for the little boxes with the coins. Ba-da-bum. Ba-dum. He is working properly, yes. He is working properly. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Can't live without Pippi, really. So I only use Pippi on my server. One of the reasons I don't use it on my game is that when I go into like the admin panel, it like shows a bunch of stuff that I don't really want to show. So yeah, that's about it really. When is the next episode going on YouTube? In the next couple of days. I have such a backlog of stuff. I was talking about it earlier. I have so much stuff that I've been moving things around and my files on my PC are all full. So I'm gonna have to like get stuff uploaded soon. There you go. But I'm glad you're enjoying them. Modern Pike is great. Hammer thing gives corruption. The hammer, right? Yeah. Yep. Kayla, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome in. Thank you. I don't know why my stream deck isn't working at the moment. I've been trying to work it out earlier today why it's not working. Maybe it's updated or something. Anyway, there you go. There's the socials. So this is a boss that was added like a couple of chapters ago. This is just a Sipta boss they just added to this part of the dungeon, which is nice. Has his own loot. These guys hit really hard and they corrupt you, which I just despise really. Ooh, grey lotus seeds. That's nice for sorcery. And also for making grey lotus potions, which are a strength buffing potion. Hello, sir. So I don't remember if he bleeds. Do you bleed, dude? No. He doesn't bleed. He's like undead. He does stagger quite nicely, though. Look at that. We just keep him stunned so Spiders can do his job. Don't you run away first. I know he's going to go hit the other guy first. There we go. Beautiful. So we got some chakrams, fist blades. It's 52 damage, 9% armor pen, vengeful, bleed. We've got Eye of the Watcher, which gives you 1 bar in cold protection, which you can also get on the bridge. Oh, somebody will know and remind me where it is. One of the bridges, isn't it? This one? Question mark. It's not the one with Chaos Mouth, whatever it's called. It's not there. I think it's this one. There's a bridge with an enemy on it. Let me just check I don't remember what Vengeful does. Increasing damage as your health lowers. Oh, that's berserking, is it? Vengeful. 1 second, friends. The lower your HP, the more damage you deal. There you go. Vengeful. So the more damage they've done to you, the more you do to them. That makes sense, right? Okay. Wait, this way. Little door. Southern Aqueduct, that's it. There you go. There you go. So it's not particularly good. You're better off just wearing armor, I think. And you could just take some spicy food if you want some cold protection. But casual protection. Can I get you in there, bud? So I think this guy also bleeds. Yeah. And he should poison as well, I think. It's just the first guy. It's the aqueduct, yeah. Drink the bloody water. Yeah. Hey. We've got Set's Tongue, which are cleansing, plundering, good for PvP, not really particularly interesting for PvE, those features. And it bleeds. 45 damage, 18% armor pen. I mean, I think all the legendary daggers are, like, really useful because, you know, they're going to wear out. You need replacements. And the bleed does a lot of the work for a lot of enemies. Okay. So, did I pick up the little thing? Yes, I did. We'll use our statuettes now to get through the next door. So you can just come in here and farm those 3 guys if you want to and avoid the rest of it. Because the weapons are decent. Yeah, no, we can't drink the bloody water, unfortunately. She was rolling whilst, like, motioning behind her. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so let's put our little statuettes in here. The 3 together. They look shiny here. You can take them home when you get, like, duplicates or whatever. They don't look shiny like that at home. I wish they would. Imagine those. I don't know if there's, like, something that's been in the shop or something at some point, but I think they look really cool here. But, like, they're very dull if you just place them. Love when people stack buffs and you poke them with those daggers. Bye buffs. That's brilliant. I love that. I mean, that's obviously like an answer to something's happened. So, but by doing that, we've gained a key. So now we can open this door. And now expect traps on the ground. Like this. Which did a lot of damage to me. Like 50% of my HP. There you go. But I think the traps are a really cool part of this dungeon. If you like Dylan the Snow Hunter and you don't know, then this dungeon was helped. Somebody called Snow Hunter basically helped to create this dungeon. Hopefully I've said that correctly. So that's why Dylan is like a special thrall. Thank you, the follows. I'm relieved that you are not too low on Alan. Okay, so we got another trap here. Now this is a fun one. I like this. But I will save this one for when we get somewhere we can jump up to, because I don't think there's anywhere here, is there? But this one will catapult you into the air, which is really fun. There's like various like fire and poison and whatnot. You just don't step on them, forehead. Nice. Ooh. Do like 400 in a hit there. Am I going to do the whole thing and show the rest of the keys? Maybe. I kind of want to get my torch out for that then. Do I do not have a torch? Okay. Do you know one of the problem is, do you do the same thing? If I click quick stack when I'm going in boxes, sometimes I put away things that I don't really want to put away. And I have to notice that I've put them away. Okay. Alright. Let's avoid the traps. So we're going to go upstairs in the darkness. We want to loot the chests at the stairs. All that. We definitely want those scraps. That is insane. I'm going to take those. This is really valuable, good stuff. I'm going to leave it, because CBA. Bum, 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 bum. Avoid the traps. And then... there you go. This is what we want. The rusted key. Thank you for that, game. Just, you know, flambe our feet a bit. Okay, gotta get my bearings now. So I came from over there. So we've done that one. We've got to go with that one. So I guess we have to do these two sides as well. Did we? Ah, it's for there? Question mark. No? Can I get up there? I can't see anything without a torch. Yeah, I can get up there, right? Stop dying of poison. Am I gonna die? This is why we bring a huge map. Holy crapsicles, that's so much damage. Crapping. We do have a sandstone breathing mask with us. We could wear it if we wanted to. But I don't want to use it. So I think I can get up there, right? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. It's just hard to see without the light, obviously. If you want to craft, if you're collecting ebony silk from Buccaneer Bay to make the Black Corsair armor, then this is a good thing to pick up. I'm going to leave everything otherwise. Scraps we'll take. We need the scraps to craft the armors you get from this place. And there you go, we want the rusted key. There we are. There we go. Beautiful. Should be... is there one on the other side? These floors are still broken, aren't they? Like the effect, I think. Like the lines and stuff. All right. We did that one. Let's do this one. Got a bit of dragon powder. You can tell I don't usually get these keys. Did I go up this one already? I think so. Bum, bum, bum. It's quite disorientating when it's dark, I gotta say. Yeah. We did that one. So how many rested keys do I have? 3. Bum, 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 bum. Fortunately, there's a bit of, like, ambient lighting around us. There's another one. Four. Is there a 5th, I think? Question mark. Alright, let's go fight the boss now. So we don't have to get those keys if we don't want to. We have to go through there to fight the arena champion, or we can skip the arena champion. I'll show you how to do that. And then we go to the Warmaker at the end, which is the boss. But we've got to fight this boss to get a key before we go through. As long as we don't die to, like, spikes and stuff. I don't have a glowy sword with me. Okay. I'm using an agility sword for the damage. I think... there's one. I think it's at the end, isn't it? Yeah. Up these stairs. Hello, sir. He's just really friendly. He wants to greet me. Not in there. There you go. Rested key. So now we got 5 keys, I think. Okay, can we all fight downstairs? How do you feel about that? This is a really good place to bring like a one-handed sword and a torch, particularly. Okay. Worldbreaker. Yeah, Worldbreaker's really good. Can I get him down here? There you go. Fortunately, the enemy here is shiny and sparkles in the darkness. It's like, excuse me, I glow, I do not sparkle. Never fear, Doombringer's here. That's it. Wish the Red Mother's torch didn't flicker. Yeah. But is it in a new way? I don't think I've ever noticed it flickering. I just didn't like the Mount Brown for Godbreaker's hot and cold variants. The Void Forge just as good for general use. I don't really make the Warmaker armor particularly. I usually make the champion armor. I don't generally make the Godbreaker. Maybe at some point. Yeah. But because... there we go. We've got Worldbreaker. I think this used to do 100 armor negation at one point. This is a health buffing food. Gives you 60 health. Got the key to the arena. I nearly didn't pick that up. There you go. We got 5 rusted keys, which I think is all of them. If I remember correctly. All right. But yeah, I just leave the keys because it used to, but you didn't used to get like bits of scrap in those boxes. So that's kind of nice that they give you bits of extra scrap. But the keys are going to get us extra scrap from little rooms through here. So I think we fought this guy here. Now, if you don't want to fight the arena champion, the best thing to do is to squeeze through. Hello? Here it is. I was like, they've patched it. So you can crouch. You have to crouch and you can squeeze through here. As long as you didn't improve quality of life yourself too big. Do you know what I'm saying, people? So if you don't want to fight the arena champion, you can just run through here. She is like there. I'm going to leave Spinus. Shall I take him because we have down but not out? What do you think, friendos? Should we take him and res him at the end of the fight? I'll take him because then you can see how hard she hits. And we'll use our daggers. Normally, I would not take a thrall in there, unless they were like one of the crazy thralls that I show you on my fighters video with a ridiculous amount of health that is going to be patched if you haven't seen it already. Okay, let's take him in. I wouldn't normally. Oh, he got a level. Jack of all trades. Okay, so you got a boost to vitality, strength, grit, and agility. Here you go. He's leveling really nicely. Come on, then. Doombringer, I'm going to leave you here because you're just going to distract everything. Yeah, it'll be fine. I don't mind if he doesn't survive because I can resurrect him now with down but not out. Now, I haven't fought her for a while. Bear with me, people. He's using her weapon. She uses Quake. But she has, like, basically full armor negation. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Oh my god, that was terrifying. There we go. There you go. So you don't have to fight her if you don't want to, but now that you have down but not out, you could start the fight with him, and if he dies, then, you know. Thank you. Well done, Spinus. Set him heal up. So one really good reason to come in here, if you walk through here normally, you just come through this door. Just click on this door to open it, and just don't walk in the spikes. So normally, I used to just leave my followers there and I'd go get them after I fought her. He's going to heal up. But you want to go on the other side and collect Is it the other side? It is the other side, isn't it? Bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-ba-dum. The recipe. This is a recipe for her armor. And yeah, it's a really good armor for temperature protection. It does require the scraps. It's expensive to craft. But it is fantastic. Alright, people. And there's usually a legendary repair kit. Well, sorry, Grandmaster repair kit these days, which I no longer care about because we're at the stage where we craft our gear and I don't want to lose durability. So I won't use repair kits now. Bum, ba-dum, bum. There you go. This is the arena. Yes, it is. Get the recipes. Yes. You made yourself taller. Yeah, the icy chambers are really cool, yeah. Let's get Doombringer. Now, Doombringer could have taken that fight all by himself. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to embarrass us, so we left him behind. He's just really thoughtful. Yeah. So, you can harvest black ice from him down here. Loads of black ice. It's a really good place to get it if you're running through here. If you're the kind of person who runs around with Beast of Burden, which is the max expertise perk, then this is a fantastic place. You think it's really cold, but it isn't really cold. Yeah, it just looks very cold. It's 26 degrees centigrade, in spite of all the ice, which is questionable, right? But it means you can wear any armor you want in here. Okay, so yeah, so I've often like played this game with friends who are like, wait, hold on a minute, let me just grab some black ice, and then they just clean this place out. It is a good place to get it. There's a bunch of enemies. Okay, let's do all these rooms. Okay. Definitely would love a glowy sword that was agility. Bit of coinage. Bum, bum. You could also use the wisp from sorcery. You could use a night potion if you want to. I don't think it's dark enough to use a night potion, and I don't enjoy the way it looks, really. I think they're really handy in a pinch if it's pitch black outside, especially somewhere like Mounds of the Dead or something, and you're taking a thrall home on the rope. I really like them for that. Or what is it called? Glowing Argosian Dream Dust is really good. Okay. Bum bum. Can't harvest this, it's just a spawn point. Alright, this is very dangerous in here. Be careful. This is like the dragon in the arena. Is he smaller? He looks smaller than I remember. Okay, watch out for the tail and the fire. I'm going to try and stay behind him. There you go. He was concerned it was too dark and he was trying to light the place up for us. That is the first time I have fought the arena champion with a thrall for ages, you know. Usually I do it solo. And multiple times, usually. If you get breathed on by one of the fire-breathing dragons, don't roll away, roll into the chest, because they have, like, tracking. There you go. Okay, let's get a skeleton key. You can loot this dragon for really good, like, drops and stuff like that, but I'm not going to. Oh, another Hanuman's Gather. That's cool. So yeah, legendary chest here if you do want it. You can run past the dragon if you want to and just loot the chest if you have the keys in your inventory. If you do pick up a Hanuman's Gather though, and it weighs 50, you're probably going to be over encumbered and you might get killed. So that's a concern. We did have one of these. This was, I think, the first legendary that we got that our friendo was using. But we lost our friendo at some point in the volcano situation, palaver, catastrophe, whatever you want to call it. That's on YouTube. So this is nice to get a replacement. It is amazing. I might put it on Spinus for now, especially because it's so heavy. You have a place for Quake. Okay, I'm going to drop Eye of the Watcher because it's not very exciting. Okay. Let me show the drops from this guy. Oh, I'll get the fragment. We have demon blood, bone, etc, etc. Okay. I get so many dragon bones from doing the Unnamed City that I don't need to worry too much about dragon bones. And, oh, what are they called? Horns as well. But you need them for sorcery. You need them for the dragon ribs that you get from the arena as well. The recipe. And I'm also, bear in mind, I'm not going to kit out a whole base of people in, like, the best strength gear. Because, I may do at some point if we do, like, purges and stuff like that. But currently I'm not concerned about getting every single thing from my friendos. So, I'm looting chests, do you mind? Definitely want dragon powder. Okay. A Doombringer just chilling. Put lava in the volcano. That was an unintentional pun. I feel unclean after saying that. I apologise. You just turn your gamma up, do you? So I always used to run around with an axe and a torch. And if I came into this dungeon, I would always bring an axe and a torch. And I'd just run around with the torch out all the time. Okay, so as of, like, I don't know how many chapters back now, since they reworked the dungeons, probably, you can now get in here. You never used to be able to. Hello. I love the way he runs. It's so endearing. It's so cute. You can have these as pets, by the way. If you go to Hanneman's Rosso, what the hell is it called? I'll show you. On the map, and you turn in hearts. If you do enough of it, you can get one of these as a pet. Yeah, you can also fight this guy on, like, outside of here. There's another one of these. At least one. Staggers a lot. It's just, like, stun locked. There we go. Alright, let's get our dragon powder and our padding. Can you give me a key? Yeah, skeleton key. There we go. Alright. I think one of these is a chest, a legendary, right? No? Is it just the dragon? I always forget. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I think it's just the dragon that has the legendary chest. I reckon. But you do get a key from the Yesi. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now the final boss fight. So he's still buffed fully. Yep, he's still got his 25% from the pork. He's still got his 15% from the elixir of might. And I'm still buffed for an hour and 20 minutes. I am a thirsty person, apparently. Okay. Now, if this isn't the first time you've come here, and if you fought him, you fought everybody, you can run past him, run through the whole dungeon, which we will do on this playthrough. But I want to show you, you can run all the way past here, stay around the edges, make sure your friendo is with you and not kind of like on a really long aggro range, and then you can loot these 6 legendary chests at the end here. 3 on that side, and then 3 on this side. Okay. And this is just my favourite place to harvest legendary weapons at the end of the game at level 60. Once you've defeated him, you were going to click on the panels at the end there as well. That's where you learn the master weapon fitting. That's where you learn his armour, his weapons, things like that. There you go. Let's get started. He has so much HP. He does give you a lot of XP, but he takes such a while to fight and grind down. He also kicks, which is quite rude. There are traps in here as well, so do notice that. Not really a big problem. Look how much damage he's doing now. So I don't know if my Spectre coating works on him. I can't remember. No, it doesn't. So I would think that it would work on him. But I guess he just doesn't class as undead. It's a phased fight. And I generally just like to stand behind him and apply Sunder, really. Just to support my friendo. There's a lot of armor. Or I could do a bit of this. Or we could do arrows. This is a strength bow, so I don't have a legendary agility bow yet. But I don't care too much about this bow. This is Bessie's bow. Just gonna make him a pin cushion. Yeah, he doesn't bleed, does he? He doesn't bleed. Yeah. He does bleed. Does he? Just like bleeds. I don't remember him bleeding, but I do forget in between playthroughs, I guess. Well, there you go. Sack bleed. I probably always use my daggers, I just don't remember. Is this the same save from the Let's Play VODs? Yes, it is. Yep. I haven't started afresh. It says day 9 in the title, I think. Soak in his stature upon the podium, that's it, yeah. Yeah, just the dragon, that's it for the chests. Yeah, so normally, when I come back here, I don't go in any of the other rooms. I literally just run all the way through it. So is this a cursed one, isn't it? Yes. So I love getting this, because if you... So earlier on in this playthrough, probably the debacle of when we went to... what is it called? Who's got... No, don't try and get on the freaking camel, woman. We went up to... Did I drop them? I think I did. When we went up to Stargazer's Crest to try to harvest some star metal. Star metal? Yes, that's the right word. It's because I always say black metal instead of black ice. I didn't take any pouches with me, and I wasn't corrupted. So we started using the sacrificial stone. And then I didn't have any glass. We had to make flasks and stuff. It was such a debacle of a stream, honestly. Goodness me. Anyway, pro streamer. But what's really handy is to carry around a weapon that has this cursed ability, debuff or whatever. I'm gonna show it when we get home, when we've got a dancer nearby. But then it will give you basically 50% corruption. I don't have a heart, unfortunately. Fun fact. Yeah, they'll give you 50% corruption. So you can either just keep it on your friendo. I mean, it weighs 10. You could put a weight reduction kit on it or something like that. There are other versions, other things that weigh less. There's a black feather helm from the Unnamed City. There are other weapons. And then it just means that you can give yourself a lot of corruption and use the Cull Resources spell. There you go. That was a very long way of saying it. So we're going to find our way out. We haven't checked the rooms, actually, have we? So we've got 5 rusted keys, and there should be 5 rooms to go through. So the way out is the one with the panels. Don't let me forget, people. Let's open these doors. There you go, and we'll get our scraps from them. Okay. 3 scraps. I'm going to leave everything else because I don't care about it. There we go. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Do. One of these is going to be the entrance and won't let me through. Ba-dum. Dun. Okay, 1 scrap that time. Very stingy game. Thank you very much. 4 doors, 5 keys. That's it. I never do this because it just slows me down. I'd rather just run through the whole dungeon. Is this the way in? Yeah. So yeah, I never usually go get the keys, and I don't usually open these doors. But I will generally, like when I'm just doing a playthrough off stream, I just like farm dungeons like a lot. So I just don't do those little side sections. I'd rather kind of run off and fight NPCs and stuff. Right. Did we do all of them? Ba-dum. Ba-dum. We've got one key left. And that's the ancient key. Which is from the Black Keep. There you go. There we are. Right, so let's click on the panels, learn our recipes that we came here for, and get our weapons. Go. Okay, so the one on the left, Godbreaker Armor and Grandmaster Armorsmith. You can use then bulk plating on your follower's armor, or if you've got a lot of encumbrance, you can use that on your own armor. Warmaker Weapons, Grandmaster Weaponsmith. There you go. So now we can make the master weapon fitting, which is my preferred thing to put on all of my weapons from now on, as long as they've not been damaged already. So let's see what weapons we've got. We've already got a Balthus Razor and a Vector Corbin. I would love to get duplicates of those. I'd also like to get a legendary agility bow. Let's see. Okay, Axe of the Lion. This now has the predatory ability, which the other day I was saying that it gives you that 10% final hit, but it's a left click only weapon, predatory. Executioner is where it takes the final 10% of an enemy's health. So it does a huge amount of damage, but you can only left click with it. So it's not particularly good on followers. I don't really like putting axes on followers anyway. We got Musashi's Black Blade, which is a very good katana, which we talked about earlier. Another Axe of Lion. Total RNG. Am I going to use it? I'll keep one. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. I'm going to be doing agility, so I don't care too much about it. Okay, we got Bane of Kusachel Kel, which is a strength buffing one-handed sword. Really great. 60 damage, 9% armor pen, and it buffs your strength. Ah, Vector Corbin, my friend. A replacement. I love that. So for this playthrough, I definitely won't need another Vector Corbin. I've got one already at home. What are we getting here? We got a Glimmer Moon. I really love this one because this glows and it doesn't weigh very much. So in a pinch, so this is a great one for this dungeon, the Unnamed City, the Wine Cellar dungeon, which is quite dingy. Anywhere that's kind of dark or just, you know, running around at night and stuff like that. But even if you're running an agility build, you can just put it on your back and have the glow from it if you don't use it, because it only weighs one. You can carry it in your inventory. Fantastic. Loads of damage, no armor pen. I would put a master weapon fitting on it. There you go. Beautiful. My weapon is currently transmogged with this gas axe, by the way, in case you wonder why it looks like that. But because the transmog will use the source stats, we'll keep the source stats. It's glowing. That's why it's like a glowing gas axe. There you go. Right. Let's get rid of that. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, really happy about that we got a second Vector Corbin. Beautiful. Let's go home and make some master weapon fittings. I don't think I've forgotten anything in here. Whoop whoop. That's the end of it. So now we run out and we just dodge away from the enemies out the way. Good night, Morden. Drop the ice. I did drop the ice, yes. Oh, sick blunted on it. You can kill or knock out thralls. You can do if you want to, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, Predatory Blade is good for that as well. But I just like using truncheons. I like using Seth's truncheon, and it's pretty reasonably easy to get one. So I just like to use those. I like the animation for it. Right, let's run out. Now in single player, you can just run straight back in there, because when you run away and come back again, things reset. On a server, you have to wait at least 15 minutes for those boxes to reset. But we will on this playthrough, frequently we'll just nip in there, run all the way through, loot the 6 chests, and run back out again. And that's going to be our way of kind of getting the most legendaries late game. You got your drop? Nice. Good, good, good. Hello, Aslam. How you doing? There we go. He didn't read past Twitch. Yeah, stack bleed. Yeah, I think I always bleed that guy. I just didn't remember that he did. Did he always stack bleed? Maybe. Oh, yes. I didn't stream Conan for like a week or two, and then we're just back to it. We're just resuming the previous playthrough. Hey. Or the current playthrough, I guess. So, we got what we wanted. We want to head back. It would be rude not to check Sepermeru for crafters while we're here. And also to get another Cess truncheon, because we've got one that's damaged at home, which I can't put an advanced blunted weapon fitting on. And I've got one that is buffed. But I always want to kind of find replacements. So let's go check it out. Let me get my hotbar sorted out. Okay. Nice. I'm really happy with what we've got. I would really like an agility bow. That's kind of on my list. Otherwise, I've got my, like, end game favourite weapons, which is cool. Thank you for the follows, people. Miss the purple orbs. So I've got to try this because I know that some people have said they've managed to complete the Thrall Taker journey. Yepers. So I do need to try that. I'm going to try and do that before we finish the stream today because I keep meaning to check it. Somebody said they managed to do it and I want to know how. We're going to put him on attack, I think, otherwise he's going to go around bludgeoning everybody. Come here, mate. Passive. There you go. Okay, let's have a look around, see what came in today. I have done like a full tour of Sepermeru and talked about the different spawn points, but this is always an armourer. These are always blacksmiths ahead. We already have a shield right armourer, which is really, in my view, the best armourer that you can have, and most people's probably, because you it adds the most armour value possible to your armour when you craft items. And the bladesmith adds damage to weapons that you craft, and the edgesmith adds armor pen to the weapons that you craft. We have both of those. We have all of those. We've done really well. Like, RNG gods have been good to us. And I have mentioned that you can run around here and loot the chests on the roofs. Early game, fantastic place to come for like tools and a couple of weapons and whatnot. You can get decorations as well, and they can break down into like shaped wood and things like that as well. Did that at the den as well. So I'm just going to check the spawn points, looking for some good crafters. We'll run into the wine cellar. We can do the wine cellar at this stage now, but I'm not going to like do that. I'm going to refill my water. Ooh, named cook. I do actually have more cooks than I usually do, because generally speaking, I don't run all the way home just because I found a cook. Hyborian with blonde hair, that is super rare. Or it used to be, like, completely impossible. I used to play in officials with a blonde character, and it was the only blonde person on the server because they just didn't spawn into the game. I think they fixed that. There we go. Need to make some more purified water. Okay. So these are always carpenters, but sometimes one of them is a taskmaster because they seem to share the spawn. Dancer's always there, cook's there. Can I be bothered? We've already got a named cook. We've got some unnamed cooks as well. And there's a lone fisherman over there. And so we can clear our corruption in this bar, which is my favourite place to come to like clear my corruption at the beginning of the game. That little bit that we got from the Warmaker. This is, I think, the only place, certainly on the Exiled Lands, that you can clear your corruption. There is a camp on Sipta as well where you can clear your corruption. The dancers. Otherwise, there's cleansing brew in the game. You can eat a heart of a hero from mini bosses from the Unnamed City, or the mini bosses, or the mini boss in the wine cellar, the human mini bosses in the wine cellar, and probably in the silver mine, right? Because there's one in there as well. And this is a great place if you do have the purple lotus orbs, which you can actually loot from boxes here. I did get a couple at one point. You can throw one down in the middle, and all of these should knock out without aggroing anybody. Okay. But generally this is a peaceful place, apart from certain spots where there are kind of thugs who will attack you on sight. There you go. These are two really good places to look for a friendo, crafters, but yes, completely random spawns. This is, if you see, so if you see a thrall walking around with a bearer pack on and they're wearing this light encumbrance armor, then it's a named bearer. And if you see a cook wearing this armor, then it's a named cook, basically. So I can always tell it's a lone fisherman from like further away. It's always a cook, and a perfect place to knock one out because there's nobody else to kind of interfere in the fight. There you go. And sometimes it's a lady if that's your preference. Okay, so we're going to go in here and fight Seth. Escape the sandstorm. Audio is perfect balance. Good, glad to hear that. Taskmaster will get you to do silly things. Silly things on telly. I love Taskmaster. So good. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Fantastic. Great advice. Very, very true. Tempersmith to make your tools. Sure. Yeah. I mean, yes, absolutely. Yes. I mean, I never find it to be a problem. Generally, I'm going home to repair my tools before they... I'm stuck in the camel. Don't mind, we're just very close. If I was making a building from scratch, though, I definitely think a tempersmith to craft your tools is a really good idea. That's good advice, like to add durability. I used to always want a tempersmith because they would make legendary weapon repair kits and armor repair kits for the blacksmith and armorer. But now that legendary weapon repair kits are now grandmaster and they don't repair legendaries, I don't bother with them, apart from at the beginning of the game. Yeah, since there's no slot in the bench, it doesn't seem to register when you place the green ghost slot. I gotta try it, Halimir. I gotta try it. Somebody said it worked for them. Fisherman for the extra recipes. Yeah, we'll pick them up at some point, definitely. Latest patch, got it. You have to run a new game in a while. Have not run a new game. Tempersmiths work. They're not working. What is not working, Mike, about the tempersmiths? Have some water. I can't take credit for the camel's name. That was Morden's suggestion on this Ciri the Sorceress playthrough. And because we ended that one, because I went away for a month and I came back and then never really got around to redeeming it, I thought it was only fair. And it's such a funny name. Yeah, but I can't take credit at all. There you go. There are certain things that I min-max in-game and others that I don't. And maybe I forget to mention them, to be honest. So he hasn't dropped anything. So I do want desert grog, and if he drops jungle grog, I'll take that as well. Food is useful. I also like to check his boxes here because, yeah, loads of jungle grog and desert grog as well, sometimes. And that means I don't have to craft salted exquisite meat, which is just really nice not to have to craft it. It lasts for ages in my inventory, like forever, and it just takes the food slot for my buff. We're not going to do the wine cellar right now because I want to come back like fully buffed for this. You know what I mean? It's not increasing durability. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Now, is everybody working properly? Yeah, they're spawning in. So in single player, if you leave there and you go back in again, it resets. So you can unfriend Seth on cooldown. There you go. He's like forgotten everything that happened. He hits quite hard, so be careful. Right, very early in the game, it's basically like a one-shot. Should take that concentrated aloe. He's on attack nothing, Spinus. We'll do one more. But on a server, you got to wait 15 minutes for him to respawn, so... But even doing that, I find I get the truncheon quite regularly. I think, did we get it first time on this playthrough, I think? There we go. I thought he was going to hit me then. Okay, we got some eggs. I don't remember getting eggs from him before, maybe. Okay, that's it. We're not going to keep doing it, but you can just stand there. You just keep going out and come back in again. Just like NPC camps, everybody just respawns in if you run away and come back. Also, the flotsam has respawned. Okay, I think we'll get like curative mixture and stuff from that. All right, let's check some spawn points. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. First try, yeah, I thought so. If I cook anything, stock the fridge with items before stream from the admin. Nobody need know. I mean, that's true, yes. Oh, yeah. Dropped by another player's tavern this morning on PlayStation. It was real chaos. Lots of workers stuck inside building decorations. It was really messy. Are you able to... how do I say this? Can you hire... how do I say this? Tavern people. Can you hire them if they're in someone else's tavern? Has anyone tried that successfully? Yeah, I think with the benches, I think people are facing the wrong direction. Did you see that? I'm just going to run past these guys. Those are the dudes that attack you on sight. Those guys over there. Fortunately, they have a short attention span. You can't... Right. Okay, so the reason I ask is because I was on an official server, which will remain nameless, and I was at a tavern, and I was unable to interact with any of the people. Now, it might be that just none of them there were interactable at that time, but I wanted to see if anyone had managed to do it, because I wasn't able to. There you go. You can. Because I thought you were supposed to. You can. No, you can't. Mixed kind of responses. Because I thought you were supposed to be able to, and I tried it, but nobody had the interact button on them. So, and I thought a percentage of them was supposed to be interactable. You know what I mean? There you go. No idea. Definitely high fills from unaffiliated. There you go. So it's definitely working for other people. Okay. All right, people. There you go. I mean, considering some people just kind of chill out outside a tavern, if somebody's tavern is locked up, and maybe you could hire somebody from outside if they've got seats that you can access. Yep. Same happened to me. Did that so many times. That's why I always keep visiting other taverns. Once I had a tier 4 dancer for another place tavern. Did you? I love that. That's really cool. It's nice, especially if somebody's like not online and they're not kind of you know, they've not played for like several days. They're not going to get that person anyway. It's kind of fun. It's a really cool early game. So I've talked about all these spawn points before. There's a random spawn and a permanent dancer, 100% dancer spawn. We've already got a named taskmaster. We nearly got one of the females from this faction, taskmasters, but I forget if I unfriended them or if my follower unfriended them. It was a whole kerfuffle, which is like word of the day, really. I don't think it's fair for me to come to Sepermeru without saying how much I love the music. It's like right up there for me. I don't know if I've ever been through it without saying something about it. Do you hear set music? Yeah, I was just saying that. Hello, Lumiton, hello. Only tried an official. Yeah. It was unofficial, PvE. Did the tavern is affected by servers, no ownership and containers. But this is unofficial, yeah. So everything is, everything unofficial has ownership. And you shouldn't be able to loot containers. And it doesn't say you don't own this. It just doesn't have an interact button when I saw it. I always appreciate that neither tavern is open, yeah. If Taskmaster is that useful, you need a tier 3 or above to craft steel bindings because they have a recipe. I think that, you know, they've really sped up taming speeds now. So nowadays it's much less useful. But even a tier 1 bearer used to be really important for me. I would use a tier 1 bearer to get a tier 2 bearer and then like keep upgrading back in the day. I think did we get our taskmaster from a cage on this playthrough? I forget. The named archer. Not my thing. Should we just visit Seth one more time? Because you know he feels sad if we don't. Is that a black cat? Seems rude to leave it. I think we have a rabbit in the fridge in a video game. Ooh. This is one of the crafters that you, back in the day, you had to have I've mentioned this before, you had to have a specific armorer to craft the perfected flawless version or heavier epic flawless version of armors, which would be really, really important. If you wanted to wear certain armors, you had to have like specific armorers, basically, if you wanted it to be really good. So I remember trying to get this woman so many times. So we're going to have to get her just for, like, old time's sake, because me in the past would not let me leave her. So let me get my truncheon. She's also a temperite, and we don't have a temperite. Now he's on attack nothing, and he's on passive, flee or whatever. Did I? There it is. Get our chain bindings ready. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. I don't know where my brain is today, people. Okay, so they're going to aggro as soon as we start fighting. If he was like a tier 1, then I would probably knock him out first. Yeah. So get rid of him first. She's derped out, which is quite useful. Dagger lady. Oh, remember trying to knock out dancers before they change their weapons. You gonna climb up? Do you need a hand? Can I help you? Madam? Can we... So I can't use my... I can use some weapons in the water. It's my game. No. She... Hello? Lady? She despawned. She Chat. She despawned. I'm so sad. Because she was stuck in the water. Sagittarius. Do you change out tier 4 workers with a new system? In the crafting bench, so place them in your base, and in the crafting bench, it should give you an option in the top right-hand corner of the bench for which of the crafters you want to use. You just click on whichever one you want. It'll always select the tier 4 and won't show you the tier 3s because you don't. There's no buffs that you get. Like me trying to get into bed drunk. Blunted arrows. Yeah, I don't like using blunted arrows. I'm always kind of sad to get into combat when set music is playing. Yeah, I used to have a handful of Conan songs playing on loop every time I sat down to a game session. Ah. Yeah, I don't like using blunted arrows, personally. All right. So we've already checked this place now. So let's take our stuff home. Let's make our master weapon fittings. Stuff our gear. And I can use my Baltier's razor and back to Corbin. Be super happy. Sweet. And I think what I'm going to try and do is the Thrall Taker journey. So we can see if I can get it to work. Because some people have said it's worked for them. Some people have said it hasn't. And it definitely isn't a mod thing. Because I feel like somebody said to me they tried it on PlayStation or they tried it on officials and it didn't work either. Stuff this game social. I'm going, I know. She's like, oh, can't be bothered. That's it. Dun, 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 dun. Just cook Lonely Fisherman, Small Island, never fight back when I hit them. Thing to knock them. Oh yeah, they're still broken. Yeah. Swore over the marsh is living up to her name. That's it. Yeah. We gotta fight this scorpion. Be rude not to. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, he's still on attack nothing. About to feel a whole lot of pain. Right, let me put you on full aggro. Okay, now he's got Hanuman's Gather. I'm tempted to keep that on him. Definitely until we get like momentum. We'll see. I'm gonna put a master weapon fitting on anyway.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
Oh, he nipped us. You should do more damage as the Sunder stacks up to 5.
Away, exile. Curse you.
And we haven't got him in full like strength gear or anything, just in armor that we've picked up from the Exiled Lands. So whilst it is very heavy armor, it isn't buffing his strength.
I will. Die.
Oi! Get the Scorpion Doombringer.
You don't cause trouble here.
Okay. Bit of dragon powder. Get our skeleton key. Ugh. I haven't done the journey yet for the armor, but we will do it, yes. That's on the plan. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's go. We managed to get away with not going home between these activities, like Unnamed City. He was getting the scorpions and bringing them to you, that's it. He was like, I found another one. It's fine. Check to see if it works with thralls alive turned off. Oh. Well, it didn't work. Okay, so picking that apart, it didn't work when Living Settlements was off on servers. It wasn't working then. So I don't think it is that. And it's not a bad kind of like suggestion. Here we go. I'm going to avoid big dude. Rock slide. Blood crystal chakrams are so good. Yes, bleed and sunder. I love... Oh god, I went the wrong way. Went the wrong way. Am I going to fight him on this playthrough? Maybe. The only reason to fight him is just for like personal challenge, because he has such a huge AoE. He's a real pain. But I did fight him and defeat him on the no fighters challenge when I just did everything solo, and it was, for me, it was the final boss of the game. There you go. Chitin aside from one armor set, absolutely no use. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or the carapace shield, doesn't that use it as well? You can grind chitin, they've grinded for bone meal as well. Yeah, I think earlier on in the game maybe that's useful, but when I get later on in the game, I've got so much bone meal already, you know. Did Thrall take a journey 4 days ago on vanilla? No problems with live set on. Okay, thank you very much, Chromie. Relic Hunter chakrams better. The Relic Hunter chakrams... Are they like a bizarre item? I don't know about those. Or did you use a different name? I think the blood crystal ones are freaking amazing. Dun, 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 dun. I haven't used them since that solo challenge though. Do, 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. I've tried it with it switched off and on again. So some people seem to be able to get that Thrall Taker journey to work, and some people don't. So I'm intrigued by it. Oh, you didn't see that, people. Ultra silence. We could fight the Rhino boss, but I want to get back. Which ones are those, Nasco? Are they craftable? Presumably. I don't know that name. Rockside is definitely my fan of us. He's master of death loops here. He is definitely master of death loops. Absolutely. Because trying to get your stuff back in that AoE. Oh my goodness. Hit and run. And nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you guys feeling okay? Are your eyes all right? Have you had some, like, you know, have you had them tested recently? Battle Pass or drops in craftable. I see. Relic Hunter Chakram. I will drop them in case you freak out, people. 30 and 7. Now, these are obviously not crafted with Friendo. You craft them with a bladesmith, they're going to do more. Blood crystal, chakrams. There they are. Make sure we do the epic version. That's not the epic version. Is there the epic version? No, it isn't. Am I missing something? Where's the Blood Crystal Chakram epic version? Has it got a typo or something? Isn't that weird? I don't know, people. So it's hard to... I can't really compare them if one is epic and one is not. 30 damage and 7. 46 and 9. Okay, so I'm assuming there's just some problem with the outlines or something. I don't know. But yes, this non-epic version of the Blood Crystal Chakram does more damage than the Relic Hunter Chakram. There you go. Yeah, but yeah. It also says legendary. Oh, I don't know, people. I don't know. Because the Blood Crystal Chakram was a recipe that you could craft, wasn't it? I don't know why it says legendary. I guess it's a legendary that you can craft. I don't know, people. There's only one and it's epic. Yeah. Wish we had the old Purges still. I would like to be able to access the old Purges. I think they were really fun. Gator, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Only one and it's categorized as legendary but still craftable. I see. Fair enough. There you go. Yeah, Blood Crystal Chakrams are really good. There's a mod that adds them back in. There you go. The only one, yeah. Key 1 2 3 4 5 6. What are you talking about, Paolo? Are you typing in the wrong place? Yeah, well, if those two are comparable, then the Blood Crystal Chakrams are definitely better. And craft them with a bladesmith. Or a edgesmith if you want to. I would do bladesmith probably. Sorry. Oh, this is the last time I'm going to use this weapon. And this one probably. Paolo's just written his password for something in the chat. I love it when the little babies run away. So funny. This with the best weapon damage does 62, yeah. I absolutely... So I was never really a fan of punching daggers until I did the no fighter challenge. We had that drop. And I used them for so many things. They were so good. I particularly liked them for like purges and Almeria. Was in the ground. What are you doing, buddy? You don't want to fight? Get the big beast. It's kind of... Die, outsider. Ouchie. Trying to like predict his movements there. There we go. Get him. There we go. Beautiful. Right, let's get our skeleton key. This is our neighborhood world boss, so we fight him a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Right, I must remember to get more water before I do anything else. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. What is your favourite weapon at the moment, people? For your thrall and for yourself, what have you been using the most? Bum ba-dum bum bum. Do 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 do. Bum ba bum ba bum bum. Momentum, yeah. The thrills, yeah. I was moving my monitor away to organise my desk and I accidentally hit the keyboard key, which gives an admin command. And that's all right, lovely. That's fine. Sometimes someone's cat types in. I think Kirio's cat types in the Discord sometimes, which is quite funny. I realise you're not cat, but it's comparable to me. You like Masashi's Blackblade? Masashi Blackblade for my agility roll. Nice. And which roll are you using for agility? Relic Hunters or Umpst? Star Metal Blood Crystal. Yeah, I wonder if they do extra damage to golems. Maybe. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, they're still javelin for poking. Masashi's Bloodblade for chopping. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry about that. So we'll get back, we'll craft the master weapon fittings and let's speak to the companions because I keep neglecting them. I go into like autopilot, but I do want to move on the quests. I like Mace for Friends and I just can't put the daggers away. I love daggers. They're so fun. Definitely. Please can we have an agility one-handed axe? I would love that so much with like a huge amount of durability, please. If I'm I'm asking for favours. Yeah, if it could also poison, just like the Festering one. Or just like base loads of damage. Like maybe a lot of armor pen. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Like the old, like Yogg's Touch, but agility. Yep. I didn't find that Rock Branch was as bad as Rock Slide. I find him easier to fight. He has a nice tell. If he does like a punch, like 2 punches on the ground, that's what he's going to do before he sticks his branches out. And I don't find him as difficult. I fought him a couple of times on the no fighter challenge. Rockside really was like the real boss for me. Oh, look at them very politely walking past each other. Back to work, everybody. Back to work. I think they're actually going upstairs. Ian, causing shame here. All right, we'll speak to you in a minute, mate. He's going to keep talking till I speak to him. Okay, and I'll turn the voice back on. Okay, let's make some master weapon fittings. Oh yeah, people. Here it is. Oh yeah. There you go. Sweet. Okay, now let me just put this stuff away first. Let's go by the carpenter's bench. Some of it's going to be wood, probably. It might actually be potions and stuff. Because we did loot the floating thingies. Yeah, wooden branches. Curative mixture and firewater from the flotsam. There you go, and booze. Okay. Those in there. Bum. So, Berserker Fist Blades or Agility. I might have to use those. Right. Baltier's Razor and Bector Corbin. There we go. And my Bector Corbin. Okay. Oh yeah. Put our master weapon fittings on them. So, okay, I don't need that. Did I not? Oh, there it is. Alright, so without any buff, Baltier's Razor does 75 damage, 23% armor pen. And with a buff, it does 80 and 35. And then Bector Corbin without any buff does 66 and 49%. And with the buff, it does 71 and 61% armor pen. Obviously, it's Sanders because it's a hammer. And it's an agility weapon. I love it so much. These two are my absolute favourites for, like, all the content in game. I'll keep the Glimmer Moon on me for, like, AoE lighting. And let me dump out anything else. Right, let me put some master weapon fittings on my friendo's stuff as well. We'll put it on the Hanneman's Gadder. So 96 damage and 45% armor pen. And now 101 damage and 57% armor pen. Lumin Marvelous. Okay. Can have those. put this stuff away. I do like having more people working on benches. This is a tier 3 armourer that I just found upstairs and hired. And I've got like tier 3 alchemists. I haven't actually got a named alchemist yet, but I've got at least one of these tier 3 alchemists from the bar upstairs, the tavern bar. And I just like that they'll kind of go to the benches themselves. I'm just really liking it. I mean, I haven't had any issues at all in single player with living settlements, thankfully. And I think when it's working, I think it's wonderful. It really feels more alive and fun. So what am I going to do with this golem piece? Over here, I've got my boxes. Maybe we stash it in here. Next to sorcery. We've got 55 armor scraps from that visit. I'll put those in the armorer bench. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm going to dump this stuff. We'll keep using the Akbitan blades until they stop working and run out of durability. I'm going to keep the Glimmer Moon on me. I'll keep the bow. Don't want those. Shall I? I don't need to put weight reduction on that. I think I'll put a master weapon fitting on my Glimmer Moon. May as well. Be rude not to, just in case I accidentally use it. Because once I've used it, I can't use it. Can't buff it. And it does loads of damage. 76 damage, 12% armor pen. It used to be that axes did about 50 damage. And then no armor pen, a lot of them, I think. So these are good numbers. Doo-doo. Anything else I want to buff? Where's the horse? Camel. There you are. It was in the kitchen. Getting scraps from the kitchen, people. So let's put our tools back on you. Oh yeah, Quake will put something on. Any of my stuff I'm going to keep with me. Quake. So Quake without a master weapon fitting does 67 damage, 27% armor pen. And it goes up to 72 health damage and 39% armor pen. There you go. You can have my arrows as well. I've not been using my arrows that much, probably because I haven't got an agility bow, but I still want to take them with me for some reason. I'll put a weight reduction kit on my commander helmet so I can use that in a pinch in a sandstorm, but I'll probably only use it when I go to like the volcano or I don't know where else really. I don't really care too much about gas protection. Oh, Sinner's Shattered Springs, I will use it for the poisonous gas. The destroyer I will keep in a box, but when I go out and about and I want to corrupt myself so I can use cull resources, I will then use that. And actually this is a good time to swing it and show. We just put some other stuff away first. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Need to drop having a tune. Alright, Smokebeard, thanks for hanging out. There's a Lego fist weapon with bleed another perk. With poison. Can't remember the name right now. Fun, oh yeah, Blackblade was fun when it had an 100% armor pen. It's a Lego fist. I don't know what you mean by that, Shaitan. Yeah, exclamation mark ticket in the chat if you want to win DLC of your choice, excluding Taketo or Sipta. Yogg's Touch was so good. Yeah, I loved Yogg's Touch. And that was just for PvE. Like the Claw of Jabal Sag for both the Jersey and Melee and Archers. Rested and ready, look. Don't brag about having gotten a good night's sleep, mate. None of this are here in ages. Yeah, that's it. Good night's sleep. That's one of those things that happens when you die. Get the ancient set. I often use it when I have legendaries, but I do like to break out legendary for good boss fight. Bum 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 bum. That is Great Saber. Glimmer Moon for me, Quake and Willbreaker for rules. Yeah, I do really like the glow in the dark weapons, although I have nighttime. Usually I have nighttime on super quick, like 10 times. When the Jabal Sag event is on, I usually like make it 50% speed, but yeah, that's one of the main reasons I don't really use like glowing weapons, but that's because I'm just changing the settings. On officials, then I do like the glowing weapons. Mum said to come over for a pot roast, you're invited. I was back in a bit. If not, see you when you go live next. Alright, mate. Dun, 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 dun. Having a set of innkeeper clothes can help a lot. Lego fist. The first in your hotbar? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you mean Baltier's razor and Bector Corbin? What do you mean? Made a brisket and vegetable pie yesterday. Would give pot roast a run for its money. They can be poisoned. Oh right, okay. These guys, the fist blades. Okay. Oh, legendary. Is that what you mean by Lego? I was like, what is Lego in this game? Okay. Too literal, I guess. Okay. Let's put away our gear. Keep some of these. Put away our legendaries. Legendary armor. Put it in here maybe for now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I totally forgot that, like, sometimes I forget that you can interact with them and I keep clicking on them instead. We'll put the cat in the fridge where every cat belongs. My cat's like, what? And I need to dump a load of this stuff. Quick stack. There are my torches. I just saw my torches. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, does anybody know of a setting I can use to make sure that these close after themselves like the base game chests do? Because I find myself having to like multi-click so many times. Do you know what I mean? I do love quick stack. It's such a godsend. Really glad they added it. Dun 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 dun. What am I missing? I got some dragon powder. We'll put that in the alchemist situation, I think. Which is over here. It's Crimson Lotus, which we use for Elixir of Grace. Sorry, Bob. I wasn't trying to interact with you. Alright. We could get rid of some drinks now. Don't need those, really. Okay. And a bit of gold. And then we're clear. And then we'll speak to Liu Fei about his extended warranty. Okay. Yeah, let's put a master weapon fitting on these weapons. So yeah, 52 damage, 9% armor pen, and vengeful. I generally don't like weapons that, or buffs that require you to be really damaged and need to be about to die or something like that. It's not really my thing. But if you get close to death a lot, they might be a good idea. Okay. I think we're good. Probably have gotten rid of something really important from my inventory. As long as I got my skeleton keys, I've got my aloe. You know I like my aloe. I do want to put a weight reduction kit on this because I'm not going to use it as a weapon. Will it let me? No, it won't. You can't modify it. Okay. Well, we'll put it in a box, or we'll put it in here. There we go. And then if I need to go somewhere, I'm going to correct myself. If I'm going to harvest star metal, I want to use the staff or something, then we'll take that with us. All right. So we put our stuff away. We've buffed our gear. Let's speak to Liu. me put the voice thing back on. All right. Camel is like following us around. Sure, mate. 1 second. Where is the camel? He's in there. He's sorted. He's fine. Okay. Let's go speak to Liu. He's probably near the roof or up by the bar. In death. Post it. Cats do belong in fridges, marinating till dinner time. Oh my god. Yeah, in the Discord is a good place for pictures of food. New settlement system works well. Haven't had issues on all officials. Does make everything feel more alive. Good. I'm glad to hear it's working. We're kind of waiting, like holding off on our server for a little bit. In the food and recipes channel. Begin the ritual. Yeah. Okay. So we just gotta find Liu now. So I have found him on the roof before. I'll check there if I can't find him here. I've never done a roof like this before. Exactly. I've done this kind of like circle above circle above a circle, I guess. But I've never done like inset like this. And generally it's only like a bit of a rim around there with like a Gaussian or something. So I kind of like it. Can I climb on the roof? Are you upstairs, bud? I climb here. A little bit framey. Can't get on there. Could you give me a bit of an idea where you are, sir? He's not on the roof, peeps. He could be below. Dun. He's been calling at us for ages, and now he's like, I don't want to speak to you. We have a quick check of who's in our bar. We got a Zamorian Archer. Kenyan Dancer Tier 1. This is one of our alchemists just having a break. Got a Sumerian Taskmaster Tier 2. Hook that's not interactable. I like that we've put them in armor now, and I've moved like the berserkers and stuff and put them in like specific armor, so I can see that there are friendos. It kind of feels kind of legit having, you know, people in their like work uniforms and stuff. It's kind of fun. Right, let's go downstairs and see if we can find Liu. I don't know where he is. Dun. Wait, is he outside? Hello? There he is. Hi, mate. Sorry, did I get you at a bad time? Okay.
The time of my deliverance is at hand. Exile, take out the devil's bone meal and place it atop the chalk circle. Perform the ritual with it, and I shall be free.
Take out the devil's bone meal. Did I miss something?
But take warning, Exile. It is said the roots of the Yothka plant stretch all the way back to hell. There is a slight chance some of the foul denizens of that hateful realm take note of our ritual and attempt to join in.
What do you mean by slight chance? So do I have to take bone meal to put in the pot at his place in the jungle? Is that what it is, people? Don't just pull more than that. What do you mean by slight chance?
They will come, and they will try to slay you. Be prepared for the onslaught.
Hello, Corteus. How you doing? You throw in the game that Purge tool that you dump loot and then give a radius that guy moves where he needs to go. I think you can do that with bearers using Unlock Plus, but I don't think I've ever used it before. He's under your house. There you go. Fell over a rail. Welcome, friendos. Okay, so we got to put... Is it... that was a bit cryptic. Do we have to put bone meal in his pot at the summoning circle in the jungle? All right. I did put a lift at the back, by the way. Mr. Awesome Sauce, thank you so much for the Prime welcome in. If anyone here isn't in our Discord and would like to join the Discord, my stream deck is not working at the moment, but there you go. There's a link in the chat to all the socials. Follow me on Blue Sky. I'm now on Blue Sky, my friends. What was I going to say? So, am I taking bone meal to the jungle, friendos? Because I have bone meal. Is that a 1 for yes? Dun, 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 dun. It's a special bone meal, not regular bone meal. Oh, he gave it to me. Devil's bone meal. Oh, I see. And it's at his place in the jungle. All right. Are they coming to attack me? Like right now? I can't tell if it's the chef, like, making cooking noises that I could hear. All right, we got our friends. We got our Peltier's razor. Oh, yeah. Do I have water? Can I get some freaking water? Now, I know we're going to the jungle and it's always, like, damp there. But let's get some actual water, shall we? Let me bring this down. And raise this up. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, we got it, yes. Bunch of YouTube videos, glad to come and see your stream. Thank you for the good. Oh, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that. How'd you like it? Right, water. Let's get some water. Oh, I'm so happy I put them in armor. Uniform, whatever. Okay. Water, 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 water. Some snacks. We could take like a feast or something. Squirrel. Could just craft some glass flasks, mayhaps. Okay. Do I have anything in the casting bench? Let's make a glass flask. We already did one of these at one point before we moved house, but, you know, we lost it in the move. Standard fare. Okay. Do I have any glass? What am I going to do with... If Unlock Plus ever stops working, I shall cry. Okay, small baby. Alright. I don't really need to move this, but we're going to... Oh, look! It has sounds and stuff. This is one of my favourite, like, animations. I only placed this before the stream today to dye my armour. That's so cool. I like it. Hi, Win Hotwheel, how are you? Conan Encyclopedia Collection. Thank you for the follows, people. Ice everywhere, but not a drop string. Absolutely. Yes, join the Discord, people. Definitely. And if you want to join our Conan Exiles server, it is, for some reason, it is undergoing maintenance this week, and it should have only gone down for like 2 hours or something, and then should have been back up. But generally speaking, the server is working. And when it's working, you're very welcome to join it. You can do that by joining Discord, looking at the pinned messages in the Conan Exiles channel. There you go. Everybody's welcome, no paywall. What am I making? Stuff in the stove. Yeah, because I had wondered what that water sound was, but it's the dude... Oh, lady, I forget. Making dyes and stuff, which is kind of cool. All right. Purified water. I feel like I can hear arrows, but I think it's just sound effects. Oh, we've got a bit of a backlog going on here. Tempest is stuck. This doesn't happen very often. There you are, lady. Are you alright now? Are you also stuck? Can I assist you? They don't get their, like, union meals. they're a nightmare. So get yourself snacks and things, people. Yeah, I just wanted to check if there was somebody attacking. I think it's just Liu Fei music. All right, we'll grab our water. It's very dramatic. Okay, a stack of water. Beautiful. Let's go, peeps. Get away from the frames. Oh. You let the stream run for 2 hours and it says it's at 12%. You let it run. I wonder if there's something about whether it counts you as like an actual viewer or not. I don't know, Nasco. Yeah. It was auto-modded. I just enabled it. Does Purified Water give anything more than a water skin? It's an old habit. It just What is happening to you, Doombreaker? Are you all right? I just like it because I don't like to refill water skins. Although, given that we live like in the water, so close to the water. It isn't such a problem. I just like to make purified water. Didn't meet the stream. Yeah, I don't know, Nesco. It should have given it to you then. Yeah. So I guess the interesting thing is going to be, have I got my own drop? Let me see. Oh yeah, I got a little like notification. Yeah, you're eligible to get the Great Glimmering Emerald. Claim it. Claim. There we go. Yeah, I got it. Claimed it. Anyone else had any issues? Maybe it's mobile. Maybe it's just the mobile app or something. Am I going the right direction? Yes, I am. Beautiful. To click through to update it sometimes and you mute the stream, it stops the timer. Right, I see. Test confirmed. I just got... Did you get the Skelospera tier 3? Did you? Ah, congratulations. Yeah. Enjoy that while it lasts. Yeah. It's a die maker. Yeah. A die maker. I like it. I'm glad they've added animations. I would like it if they added an animation to the alchemist that's at the Firebolt Cauldron. I wonder if I placed him there. If I placed him there, maybe he doesn't do an animation. I don't know. Twitch Abbey is not great. I would agree with you there. Definitely. That's right. Captain Landsman reporting for duty. Oh, yeah. Got our jailer key. We'll see who's in here. I don't think... Not usually very good here. I managed to get someone from Leon's camp in the cage this last week, unofficial. I was very pleased because that cage is quite often empty. This one seems to always be full. We're going to leave you, my dude. We're going to send you home. Be free. There you go. Just very, like, generous with our freeingness. There you go. What did Bob start my message? Yeah, I know I enabled it, Nasco. That's why there's 2 versions of the message. The original and the one that you edited. Because it's fine. I don't mind you saying it's trash. It's fine. It's just in case it thinks you're calling me trash. That's why I automated it. Obviously I'm not. Great googly move. What are you talking about, Kristen? Seeing people stuck in falling traps. Seeing people stuck in falling traps. Trying to like translate that. What do you mean by falling traps? Dun, 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 dun. No, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. I know. It's okay. While it lasts. Of course, the ethnicity, it is absolutely an error. Absolutely. I said that in my video. Absolutely an error. That's it. Oh, I see. Great googly movie. I see. Yeah, absolutely. There's no way that's... It's like the brutes... The brutes had a huge amount of damage for quite a long time. But it was quite fun, I think, for a bit. But yeah, that one is, and they know about it as well. I've heard them say they know about it. Run out of stamina. Oh, run out of stamens? It's funny you can't get out without removing a bracelet. Oh. Is that an intentional thing? Or are you talking about just like accident? Mm. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it is a pain if you can't just like AFK on mobile because, I mean, you know, some people want to hang out and chat for like 2 hours. Some people just want to leave it open and just like go about their business and they want to support and everything, but they might have to go do stuff or they might be listening and just not like chatting. Like, I mean, I'm pretty much never chat in chats. Ooh, look at that damage. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm so happy. He's like destroying. So yeah, I still haven't made his like upgraded armor. I'd like to do the arena. Sweet. Right, let's get our key from this creature. Doombringer has all of our gear. Hello. Hello, Tuven. Wait, we got our key. To the jungle, friendos. 62 at level 0. I know. You saw my video, right? Did I thought you saw you? Did you comment on it? Oh, it's a troll, is it? You've only seen it on PvP servers. I see. Now, is it all fair in PvP, or is it like, is that enraging? Sounds frustrating. Nibwig thing, look, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. It's very creepy. Very, very creepy. Definitely. Not my favourite. You can have them as pets if you really want to. Not my thing. You take inverted roofs and make a bowl out of it. I see. And people can't get out of it. Interesting. Mm-hmm. What's the item in 5? This we got from the Blood Defiler from the Warmaker dungeon just now. It's a Berserker's Fist Blades. It's a Scepter weapon that's just been added. You know, like whenever they add like random stuff, it's from Scepter usually, if you don't recognise it. So yeah, 57 damage, 21% armor pen with this Vengeful, which means it does more damage when you are... The more an enemy has hurt you, the more damage you do. And I've put a Master Weapon fitting on it, so that's the damage from Master Weapon fitting. There we go. I like slide down here. Yes, I can. Beautiful. Dun, da, da, dun, da, dun. Perfect. Absolutely great. Do, 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 do. I haven't used map rooms at all yet. Haven't made map rooms nor teleportatory stones or anything. Generally when I'm streaming I don't use them because I'm just chatting. It gives me a minute to like chat, hang out and rest my brain when I'm traveling somewhere. We could do with some more aloe. We barely have any. Do we have any? Do we have a sickle with us? We do. We just grab a bit for home because I don't need it now, obviously. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, da, 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 dum. Do, 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 dum. Bum, 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 bum. I'll try and do like Freya's quest as well today. We'll see. Depends how long this one takes. Dun, dun, dun. Terry's 200 aloe. We barely have any aloe. Factual. We are at real risk of running out here. It's really quite worrying. Big concern. Does he have food? Does Doom, as his mates call him, he doesn't have any snacks. You can have the plant fibre. There you go. Don't say never give you anything. I'm not going to get any more because I don't want to like overdo it and be greedy. I'm just going to leave the plants for like, you know, the rest of the world. Okay, let's get on the mount, shall we? So I just want to go in the jungle. It's wet there. I'm a desert creature. Could you get out of the bush, please, sir? Come on, Jim. God. There we go. There we go. Come on now, move it. Yeah. That's it. Perfect. He's a professional, you know, mount. That's the first weapons I was talking about. They can poison, other fist weapons can't be poisoned. I see. It makes them OP. I see. You can add a poison, but the others can't. I see. I see. Gotcha. Don't need any aloe now.
What's that?
Famous last words, yeah. Hello, Dafari friendo. Never enough aloe or plant fiber or iron. Ah, okay. That was a war cry to myself, really. That was... I was looking at chat in my defense, people. Is that Press Yog, presumably? Which I think we've already... Yeah, we spoke to the... Okay. It's just an emote. Fair enough. Shall we use our, like... Dag hairs. Get him. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, I like these. So, shall we do a quick comparison of these unbuffed? Berserker's Fist Blades. Berserker's Fist Blades. And then the Blood Crystal Chakrams, which obviously you can craft with a Bladesmith. And make them better than this. So, Berserker Fist Blades out the box, which is obviously legendary. You can't... Well, you can buff it with a Master Weapon Fitting, but you can't increase it by crafting because it's not craftable. 52 damage, 9% armor pen. And the Blood Crystal Chakram, 46 and 9. The thing about the Blood Crystal Chakram is that they sunder as well as bleed, so they reduce the armor value of an enemy, which, you know, obviously is very helpful. I definitely prefer Sunder to Vengeful, especially because I don't generally like to take a lot of damage anyway. Yep. Does have a huge amount of durability. Okay. Just wanted to have a quick check. Let's get our key from this friendo. There we go. If it weren't for quick stack, I definitely wouldn't have this little stuff in my inventory. I can give him seeds, can't I? They're better. Plant fiber is like the worst, isn't it? It's only one better. Go. Alright, people. What? I don't know what happens if I drop that bone meal that he's given us before I get to him. What if I, like, accidentally delete it or eat it or something or whatever? Is he going to give me another one? We used 10k aloe in just the last week during our war. Yeah, there is Yogtober currently, isn't there? The build contest. I think they've closed, haven't they? I don't think you can enter now. Anyone know how to disable durability loss for tools? You can turn it off for weapons armor, but it seems to bug out for tools. I guess in your INI settings or something like that? Config situation? What are these weapons? Berserker Fist Blades, these ones. That's why Doombrick doesn't like to carry you, always eating off cliffs, exactly. That's it. Don't sneeze on the bone meal, I know. I'm gonna be very careful. Deadline will be over, yeah, definitely. So our buffs have finished. Let me just rebuff myself. Dun, da, 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 da. Before we get into a fight. And I gotta remember to do the Sacred Hunt event as well on this playthrough. Have we been attacked today? I don't think so. I don't think I've switched it off really. I definitely haven't opted out. I've been attacked on officials, so it's not my settings. Which way am I going to go? Let's cut across here. Oh, it ended, didn't it? It was like yesterday. Was it yesterday? There you go. That's it. Thank you, peeps. I've been busy. Want to show my submission. Yeah, wait until they've announced the winners, probably. Wolves keep coming out from into my carpet. Yeah. Did you see the announcements before they ended it? I did see the announcement that they'd ended it. I didn't see anything before, but I was off like socials and stuff. It did end on the 13th, yep. Yep. I just forgot, that's all. Yeah, that's a shame. I was going to do that on this playthrough. Safe bet Crom never pays attention to us. Crom doesn't care, definitely. Come on, Doom friendo. Right, let's go do Liu Fei's thing. I don't need to like lurk on my own stream anymore because I got my drop. All right. All hail Crumb, he who tells us to motivate our tongue selves. That's it. I confer no benefit. Now get on with it. Should we check this little NPC camp over here? Pretty sure it's this one, isn't it? For any crafters. Sorry, my mistake. I'll send you a note. The kettle has cookies. The kettle has a few things, definitely. Yeah, Sacred Hunt is over now. That's it. Yeah. That's right. That's it, people. Tier 3 smelter. Cool. And there'll be a bad fighter. It's not a bad place to check when you go past, because you can get named people here. We've already learnt this, but this is a recipe, food recipe. Specialist cooking 10. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that. Hand slipped or something. What is that, Fibble? That was auto-modded. I can release it. What is the nighttime attack thing about? I've got a video about it, but the nighttime ambushes were a means for you to get the gnarled fangs. Is that the word for it? Yes, gnarled fangs. That's it. And they are a currency to use at the trader that you get as part of the event. And then yeah, there's a bunch of things you can get. Dun da da dun dun. Doo doo doo. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to double check because I don't recognize it. I thought that's what it was. But spawns had no chill. Yeah. What would I change about it? What would you change about it, people? I didn't participate in this one, unfortunately. I did a bunch on the previous one. Maybe the cost of the trader. Otherwise, I don't know. It was okay. I like that they're cycling in events. I think that's good. And make it so they spawn from outside the land claim, or at least. So I never had them spawn inside a building. So that's interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Doo -doo. Hi, bird. Da, 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 da. That never happened to me. This is just the veneer heavy set. I've just dyed it white. That's what it was. Felt like a bit of a change today, you know. Mainly because we live in the north, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool to have like some kind of Nordic style vibe or whatever. Crom is too busy. He's always fighting evil in other dimensions. I don't know enough about the gods kind of like lore, really. Yep. I used to pick my Mitra when I first started playing the game because I was like, oh, I want to pick the good god and everything. And then eventually I was like, oh, Yoga's got really useful benefits. And then so I would do Mitra and Yog for like Ambrosia and the snackages. Purified flesh. Yeah. And now we haven't even learned a religion. Well, done anything with the religions on this one, I don't think. Which is very toxic man justice looking. The Conan books saw through the 70s, did you? Ah. Good night, Renato. How you doing? I'm good. I'm doing really well. How are you doing? Very good. I'm like kind of tired. I missed like a lot of sleep the night before last. And I don't know about you guys, but it takes me a bit to catch up when I lose sleep. So I had like stuff going on. IRL. Let's go to Liu. Which way shall we go? Let's go around here. We can cut through the other side, can't we? I believe. I'm about to align my placeables on a grid, do you? Yeah. I mean, I think that sounds like a great idea. Little cannibalism never hurt anyone for long. Dun dun dun. Yeah. One thing I don't like is when you can't freeform placeables in games, but I think having the choice of a grid is definitely useful. I think. Dun, 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 dun. We're quite aggressive here. So we could just climb there. Cowabunga! Oh, perfect. I just felt like going this way for some reason. I just, I don't think I've ever done this before. I've come through this way, though. There we go. Lovely. Just above the Palace of the Witch Queen. It's not an option in the game, it's for me. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but for one person's, I don't know why this not is an option in the game, is another person's, I would hate that. You know what I mean? Want the option, yeah. That's the nice thing about mods, I guess. Indeed. Alright, so I think I'm going to put my bone meal in this dude's bowl. Yes. So I'm making Yothka Ritual Devil's Bone Meal, and I've got Devil's Bone Meal. If I needed to bring anything else, I'm going to be super salty. So, we are participating in a ritual right now. Can I just make sure anyone over here isn't going to, like, get involved? God, the locals are really rude here. Okay. Wait. No, I don't want to... There we go. Okay, craft. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, cool. Hello, mate. Oh, he's doing something as well. Oh, it's all happening. Oh my. Demons. Oh. Ouch. Cool. Yes, absolutely. So these are the demons that you can summon through sorcery. One of the perks. Cool. Are you free?
Yes. I am free.
Ooh. Liu! Are you my friend now?
It is done, Exile.
I think he's drunk.
The devil will never bother us again.
Has he been
And
drinking?
it is all thanks to you, Exile. In repayment, I offer a quick death.
Uh-oh.
Followed by an eternity digesting slowly within the labyrinthine expanse of my bowels.
The locals are 1 out of 110 would not recommend. Being able to snap stations to align with the walls would save a lot of time. Yeah, I guess so. How many of you go into first person when you're placing stuff? I don't think I like the sound of that, Mesomelech.
What? How in the black pit of Morocco did you learn my name?
It's not important right now. What's important is that I know your true name and command you to serve me. I'm in control now. Don't spoil stuff, please, Shaitan.
I wanted to see the Exiled Lands anyway. Perhaps it would do well for me to have a guide.
Whatever you need to tell yourself, mate. Do I get the plant as well? Tan wizard outfit. Liu Fei's now following us. Hi. Sorry, we've got to induct you into the, you know what I mean, the order. Can I get out of this corruption for a second? Why am I still gaining corruption? Are you corrupting me? Stop corrupting me. It's not him, is it? Sir! Get away from me! Just teleports. Okay. So this is follower damage and concussive damage. Armor. Cool. Aquilonian sandals. Standard stuff. And then the steel spear. I did talk about his like base stats in my fighters video, by the way. Obviously I hadn't like done this quest and done perks and stuff like that. I don't like the fact that I'm getting corrupted here. Here are his perks. Legacy of Corruption. Following in Liu Fei's footsteps, his pupil wields sorcery without hesitation. His presence corrupts you, but dealing damage transfers it to your target and heals you. Phantasmal Simulacrum. Liu Fei's secret technique was not recovered along with his research. Liu Fei protects, there's a typo there. Liu Fei projects a mirror mark to distract enemies. The Yothika plant ritual was not interrupted. Now a toxic cloud of miasma follows Liu Fei, harming those who are not conditioned to its effects. Cool. New companion temporarily ignoring follower cap and other follower incapacity abilities in order to follow you back to base. I like that. Can I get you back home? Oh, I'm very ugly right now. Nobody look at me. Okay, let's get you back home and maybe get the non-sorcery person. Do you know what I mean? There we go. Heavy corruption. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I'm glad I didn't pick him up just before we went to, like, Dagon. Because I don't want to go into Dagon heavily corrupted. Right, let's get him home. Dun, 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 dun. Doo, doo, doo. So we had an option, you're saying, to do the flower instead. Is that what it was? On punch pets anyway, this isn't... He used magic, and his first perk is corrupting you. Next has accidental punches, in fact, a rite of passage to any clan. Yeah, absolutely. I've accidentally punched my friend so many times. Perk for not using sorcery cleans. Perk for not using sorcery cleans corruption. I would have gotten you blue, Liu Fei, and different perks. I see. So is it just those two strands, two decisions that make a difference? Okay. Well, we'll do it again and we'll get the flower next time. Okay, perfect. Thank you, peeps. Doo-doo. Ba-da-dum. 3 decisions. Bum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum. That means Liu Fei's lost perk is the imps instead of sorcerer mirror image. I see. Okay. Well done everybody for mostly not spawning anything during this whole like quest. That was fun. I intentionally didn't do this on what is it called? On the beta, because I was like, this is story driven, I want to do it during the stream, you know. So we'll complete Freya's as well. Dun 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 dun. As I hate being corrupted, I kind of despise the fact that I'm corrupted right now. It's a concentrated high five, that's it. There you go. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun.
You picked the wrong fight.
One sec, friendos. Oh, is he doing a thing? Okay. Bum 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 bum. Fortunately, I got loads of HP. Oh, I see. Okay. Do do. Dun 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 dun. 4 of them already. Cool. So if I do the flower, then I won't get corrupted all the time. Is that how it works? Because I don't like to be corrupted. Maybe if I was there with the imp, he's on the other side of the tree, just being there. Is he? Allow no corruption. Okay, we'll do that. Well, even if I'm not particularly happy with like the result. I mean, I'm just happy that we went through it and it was a discovery in the game. You know, it's kind of fun. It's the first one using the flower determines his way as my AoE, or the imp. So the flower means I won't get corrupted. Is that what you're saying? Dun, 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 dun. So really, you only want the corruption AoE if, or whatever effect, if you're doing a sorcery build. No. Okay. Don't pick up the orb or something. I didn't even know we had choices, honestly. With Freya, and please don't tell me anything about Freya yet. Freya, obviously, there were choices of things we said to her. On this world, I've been like choosing nice kind of responses, and then on my official server that I've been playing on, I've been just choosing like the most like aggressive like responses. Yeah. Yeah, no spoilers until after you make your choices. Absolutely, yeah. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Do 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 do. Well, I'm glad we finished one of them anyway. That's good. Didn't know how long it went on for. For me, I got mirror image and imps because I messed up on the first pick. I see. Bum, 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 bum. Sigils from Sipta still buffing our character main lands, so they changed that. I haven't heard anybody mention Sipta sigils on Exiled Lands for ages. Has anybody been using them, if they still have them? Don't pick up the orb for mirror image. Pick it up and he does magic. So how do I make it so he doesn't corrupt me? Is that an option? Bum ba-dum. Bum bum. Bum ba-dum. I know he's a sorcerer and everything, but... Okay, let's go. Rather swim across water. Do do do. I was trying to get a barkeeper in Sipta from the cages, but never found one so far since the update. Okay, don't use magic after turning 3 bloods until you turn in the horn and you won't get corrupted. I never turned in the horn, actually. Did I? Maybe I did. I guess I did. Just don't remember. Bear in mind I'm streaming and like 1,000 things going through my head when I'm doing that. Da-da-dum. Will he? He'll remove it. So if I use magic in my own game, is that what you mean? Don't use magic? Da-da-dum. Dance emote. Dun dun. Dum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Don't cast any spells. I see. So magic in my own game. Alright. Alright. Cool. Interesting. Interesting, like, way they've designed it. Bum, bum, ba, dum, bum, bum. I could get on the camel, couldn't I? Come on, you. Gotta get... Oh, look, he's got like a little... Oh, he's doing stuff. Oh, he's done a mirror thing. This is his little mirror. Interesting. It's gonna get unfriended by these people. Oh, that's Spinus. My apologies, Spinus. Can I give you some healing? He's level 5 already. I'll just give him the pork to eat. Doesn't do a lot of heals, but he's got potions as well. He really could do with a day off. Look at him. Alright, let's go. His question of his similar choices. Okay. Don't know, wouldn't tell if it did. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Everything sucks unless you're running multiple Thors. And using that one at Purge base, it works well enough. I see. Cool. I mean, you know, it's new to the game, isn't it? You know, it's cool. It's cool. I like fighting personally. You know what I mean? I like, I do like having followers and things like that. I really like, you know me, I really like just having a bearer that's really tanky just to carry stuff and just kind of follow us around. Or a Delincia or something. Just like an NPC that I like. And then I just want to do loads of damage personally. That's the way I like to do it. I love to fight. Yep. Bum bum ba da da dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Bum 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 bum. Don't like it when people spill stuff in chat. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Do do do. But okay, let's get this fella home. I can cleanse my corruption. So, do I need to like make a naughty step for him so he doesn't corrupt me? Mind you, if he's in the house, then I will just get my corruption cleansed by my dancers. So I don't have to worry about it, I guess. I might make him like a little wizard spot or something. Oh, only if he's following you. Okay, that's cool. So he's... Okay, cool. Da-da-da-da-dun-da-dun. Going the right way, yeah. Do-do-do. See how he does against the white tiger, I guess, on our way. Do-do. Da-da-da. We could give him a better weapon as well. Could give him Quake or something, maybe. Do-do-do. Gonna fight the croc. Portable gym, that's it. Yep. I think give him his own little like witchy like little like a witch's hut or something. Dun, dun, dun. Corruption from the other perk. Aside from the corruption, the other perk makes enemies deal less damage to you. Oh. Okay. Homeward, friendos. Oh.
I feel as
Oh.
if I was back home on the plains of Lung.
Ah.
Minus the Great Wall of Kitai, of course.
I love that. That's the first time I've heard him say like a voice line. That's what I was most excited about. A follower that like comments on the world and stuff like that. I would really love it if they could find a way to add something like this to Sipta. How good would that be? Because Sipta's such a big map. Yeah, that would be cool. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be a bunch of them, like these companions released in this age. It would be so cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I would love that. Dun, 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 dun. I understand why they didn't, though. It must have been a big expense to, like, voice act all the lines and everything. Doo-doo. Oh, my frames. It's Almeria. Oh, I'm like going down to like less than 10. Oh, yikes. So this isn't the first time we've been past here. Strange. That was some craziness. Right, let's get our key. Let's get away from Almeria. It's cool. Other players can hear him in PvP, can they? Crikey. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Yeah, I'm gonna make him like a little like witch's hat. It'd be fun. Me and Freya can like talk about him behind his back. Fanny's corruption powers to affect the frame rate. Yeah, that's it. It's corrupting my PC. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it was really weird. It went right down to like less than 10 at one point. Up to like 46 now. I mean, I'm streaming and stuff as well. I'm recording and whatnot.
The alpine meadows of Kitai are home to the great white ape of the Himalayas. Its great horn is a powerful reagent coveted by alchemists across the realm.
I'm just going to take my snacks back. Sorry, sir. It's enough food for you. I'm hearing he's a computer virus. That's it. Yeah, I love that he just randomly says stuff. That's so cool. I want to run around the whole map with him. Apart from the fact that he corrupts me, I hate that. Maybe we bring a dancer in, like, to like balance that out. Maybe. I got far enough in this game to do much of the village, and I usually go to Keto or Crumb. Yeah. Yeah, Crumb doesn't confer any benefits, but you can pick Crumb at the beginning and then you can learn all the other religions just in the game by either talking to the trainers, which are all located on the map, or you can get little items in inventories, like the Eye of Set, something Yogg. I forget what the Yogg one is. I thought it was that Preti Yogg, but I think that was just emotes. There's a bunch of things that you can find on the map. Without having to go to the trainers. Beep, beep. Amir all the way? Is that your favourite one? What is everybody's favourite religion in this game? In the game, not in real life. He's no longer following us. Oh, because we got home. Okay. Wait, let me just leave you here a sec, Spiny. Me cleanse this awful corruption. Zaf, is that your favourite? And why is it your favourite? Is it for an item, for the food, for the armour? I'm trying to just click once. There we go. Gaining, cleaning, gaining, cleaning. Right, let's place you. Can I put you in the bar upstairs? Oh! Leon, this is our new friend. Say hello to our new friend. No, don't hit him. Doesn't like that. Got to be nice to the new people. Come on now, Liam. Say hello. Shake his hand. Shake it. Okay, we'll work on that. Oh, it's like the frilly undergarments. That's it. Yeah, is that? Yep. Except because today I found in the game I wanted to shoot snake arrows like James Earl Jones in the Arnie movie. Yeah, I do really like the lights and stuff from set. Decorative items and whatnot. Doo doo. Bum 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 bum. They're just gonna chat to each other for a while and get to know each other. Doo doo doo. All right, my friends. I think we're gonna leave it here for today. I'll be back tomorrow, as long as I can clear some space on my drives because I don't have any space for recordings at the moment. Join us on the Discord. Follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky now. Come join me over there. See you very soon.